Yo, yo, yo. Back in the normal time zones. Ay, 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 ay. So, yeah. Finally, right? Finally, they fixed my girl Shizuru. It was very, very saddening, you know? Like, going in... See, the fun part is we were still able to beat the Chaos runs. We were still able to do what I wanted to do. But it just... You know, we weren't leveling, right? We weren't leveling our Shadow of the Moon no more. Wait, why is there... I do not remember owning a Chizuru restoration card. Why is there a red dot? Huh? Why was there a red dot for restoring cards? Maybe I should have taken my opportunity. Maybe I just missed out. Maybe I just missed out on free Shizuru rainbow time. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Yo, Schmist, what's up, Amaran? Hayate, another day, another visual bug. Hey, maybe I did miss out on infinite copies, you know? Like infinite rainbow for Shizuru. Sad times. You had a crit and you missed it. Ah, damn. Missed the crit, did I? You know what? We're going to try 8 Shizuru singles. If we get Shizuru, that's awesome. If not, I'll just save for the next character that I want to fashion pull. Oh well! Oh well, I mean, why not, right? One single, one Shizuru fashion pull. Yeah, wanna see something disgusting? Let me show you my observation records. You see this? This is a 9. And you know what's after that? Straight after, it's a Shizuru. Wanna know something even more disgusting? In the same 10 pull. It's the same 10 pull. I got a 9. I got a double 9-10 pull. And now one single after and we get a Shizuru. Before that also, the 10 pull before I got a 9. And then 3 10 pulls before that I got a 9 as well. So, damn, our fashion pulls been going quite well. Right? You really start to feel this 3% chance, huh? I guess we're saving now. Alright, so, which card? Which card are we doing? I don't think I do Shadow of the Moon, as fun as it is. Let's make a poll, right? Let's make a poll, why not? Which Shizuru Holo? I'm just gonna call it a Holo. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Whatever wins, we'll do. Whatever wins, we'll do. 1, 2, 3, or 4. But yeah, damn, I did not I did expect us getting one, but maybe by like pull, I don't know, pull 7. I did not think we were gonna get it first tap. The 4th one, Oni Hunt. A lot of Oni Hunt believers. Damn, okay. So we have 21 on Karmic, 26 on Tsukiyomi, and 38 on Oni. Okay. Okay. Oni Hunt believers, huh? How will the picture of a sword win? I don't know. We'll go to 100 votes. We stop it at 100 votes. You can still turn it around if you feel like it. We currently have 60 votes. Whenever I check it next and we're over 100 votes, that's what we'll take. So the game plan here for today is going to be we'll be playing basic attack Chizuru, right? And for now, we go in with our prepared Nausea, with our prepared Chizuru deck, and also with our Ray deck. But this Ray deck is not final. If I feel like there's still a lot of ceiling for us to hit, then we'll do Ray runs until we get the Ray deck. And let me show you the chase card of today. The chase card for today is going to be Divine Attack exclamation mark with a 1-draw Epiphany. That is going to be today's chase card. That was going to be our today's chase card. Attack, like if everything goes accordingly, because in my mind, that is the only card available to a controller that is non-exhaust and can provide 2 draw at 0 cost. Because we get 1 draw by picking an attack card, and we could get 1 draw with another Divine. And due to us having so much space in our Ray deck, that's gonna be what I'll be looking for. What does a Shizuru nuke deck look like? This one is the elasticity version. Wait, not this one. Yeah, this one right here. This one is elasticity, meaning you only boost the hits by 2 for like 2 to 3 times, so you stay at that like 7 hit cap, and the rest is just boosting the damage of the next bind card used. So that's like the anti-elasticity version. This is the multi-hit version, but preferably the best split should be 3 Onihans, 2 Tsukiyomis. That should be the perfect split, right? That should be the perfect split. Alright, let's have a look. Do we have 100 votes? 87 votes. You can still get the Shizuru Holo to 1 if you wanted to. Yo, Mekaris, what's up? What's up? Aijo Sensei, welcome, welcome. Well. But yeah, we should be able to easily destroy the boss. The only question is how fast and how hard hitting will we be able to destroy the guy. Bait. Red dot of card bait. Look, card restoration motion bait. There's nothing to card restore. Does remanifestation also affect copy cards? No, it does not. Did spores get changed? Yes. Stack cap now at 20 at 5% instead of 10% per stack. You have an E4 Shizuru, is she worth investing? Yes, absolutely. Like, if you're on E4 Shizuru, you should be farming her even harder. Like, even I am getting slightly interested by the idea of getting E4 and getting upwards of additional 30% to Shizuru attack cards after creating 3 Shadow of the Moons. But for now. Oh, also, we might have some fun with 9 today. We might just have some fun with 9 today. It's been over a week since she came out. Wait, how is 1 winning? How did 4 lose? Okay. So we just crossed 100 votes and 1 won out. So it looks like we're doing... Karmic Flames. Okay. Let's have a quick thinker here. Let's have a look at the website. Let's have a look at the CZN website and compare them. But damn. Yeah, it looks like 4 is losing out, huh? I was interested in the sword, but it looks like 1 is winning. So let's have a look at it again, right? And then so these are the options. Three is your favorite. That's a little strange. I don't know. I'm not feeling Karmic Flames as much. I don't know. Two, 1, 4, 3. 2, 1, 4, 3. What? New poll? I mean, okay. New poll based on what you've seen, alright? Last chance. What Holo? We'll just see. We're not gonna take it too long. We have a lot of stuff to get done today. But it is very impactful. What about 5 though? I don't know. I mean, 5 looks kind of awesome, especially with like that swirling dragon on top. But I don't think I'd take 5. Voted 3, we're gonna vote 4 now. 4 is the best, 2 for sure. Yeah, again, we're gonna wait for like 100. How do you usually farm for Divine Epiphany efficiency? I'll show you, because we tried to do it. The main way I do is I go in, I find my target card, it either epiphanies and then I spend the next 2 shops re-epiphanying before the first boss, or if it doesn't epiphany, I hope I hit the divine event. The divine event is actually pretty likely. I'd say you encounter it like 75% of the time, and then if you haven't epiphanied your chase card yet, you're guaranteed a divine epiphany for any other cards, or you get lucky with the select event. And then I either look, is it the right one, is it not? And then I go into the next run. So, what are we looking at? Damn, 72. This time it's 43%. Alright. So, let's just go with 4. No need to, like, you know, beat around the bush too much. Yeah. I think I make a guide later today talking about the new planet and how you want to play it, and alright. Also fits the best with our current basic attack build, if you have a look. Our basic attack build looks like this now. Hey! Can it start spinning, please? There we go! Huh? There we go. Selena Lucas run potentially. So first let's destroy the boss so we know our baseline, right? Let's take on Nebula Distortion with our basic attack build at 9 out of 9. Full difficulty. So we're bringing Chizuru, we're bringing Anarja, we're bringing Ray. Ray deck is going to get swapped to... Which one is it? This one. And yeah, Naja deck is fine. Alright, let's have a look at how we do. And then based on that, we'll decide if we do more Ray runs or if we play Selena instead. Do you need a Naja for this build? It's just too tasty not to get it due to this right here. You get 50% basic attack damage, additional 30% from Veracity. You never run out of Veracity stacks, which means you also gain healing on top. It's just... You would like to get it, right? If possible, you'd like to get it. We can get a better turn 1 hand. This turn 1 hand is kind of horrible. This one isn't any better. Not a good look, not a good look. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we get this activated for free. We get a morale. So we get our 80% to 1 cost cards with 1 draw. Get this one out of the way. Get an additional draw. And then we can already start with 1 Oni hunt to give us a bit of an additional draw on top as well. Get the cost reduction in. So we can get rid of the other cards. Yeah, turn 1 is definitely going to be a bit slower. Just due to us not having like a massive amount of draw. We do have access to Spirit Salamander. So this turn here should be able to become a lot more impactful. So let's see what we can draw ourselves here. Resonating Darkness. We do have an additional draw. Alright, let's start off with Predator's Blade, so we can get the cost reduction. Oni Hunt for free is nice. Okay, perfect. Now we can use Snack Time to exhaust these two cards here. Draw saves. Probably another Oni Hunt. Get the basic attack upgrade going. Oni Hunt cost reduction. Alright, and we're currently out of cost reduction, so this is about as effective as we're going to be for the turn. Yeah, we still have to kind of look into it if we really want to make this like a turn 1 kill, but let's get the basics out of the way. Let's get the cost reduction set up. And now we should be pretty much out of upgrade cards, meaning all our turns, all our card draws are going to be pretty darn smooth. Alright, one final... how do I make best use of this? Let's use one attack to reduce the cost of one card in hand, the bleed, so we can now get rid of the bleed. Use the Evil Spirit Salamander for a bunch more draw. Get the first cost reductions going here. Let's check card in hand cost. I think we can do mealtime, just to like get it out of the way. So now we have the Oni Hunts at 0 cost. This one should... And there you go. We basically cycled through our entire deck, as you can see, on this third turn here. Alright, so let's do the first Moonslash to get cost reduction on Predator's Blade and Strike a Darkness. Now we have a Shadow of the Moon, which we can use up. We also have... Okay, let's have a current look at the state of what we're dealing with, right? We have 13 stacks of morale. We have the inhibition set. We have Karmic Flames. We have Tranquil Marker from the partner. Tsukuyomi, upgrade card. Basic attack upgrade card. Veracity stacks. Race. 1 cost plus 40% damage. This should say 1 cost or less. 80% Strike Darkness. Duplicated Resonating Darkness with the 80% to 1 cost. This is Nick's partner effect. This is... Snow Upon the Heart. Sounds like Itsuku. If I had to take a guess. Let's have a look. Plus 20%. No, Snow Upon the Heart is Gaia's effect from playing out the 6 cost mealtime. And then we have, Will-O-Wisp gain Strike a Darkness 100% from the duplicated version. So now we have a Moonslash at 462% times 2. Keep in mind, we're fighting a boss with 40% damage reduction, right? So here we can do our first Shadow of the Moon at 5 stacks. For a casual 6k damage. And now we can start using the Moon Slashes to level up our Shadow of the Moon. And here obviously there's nothing for us to draw. We should have used Shackles of Hunger. Oh well. Alright, so by turn 3, 25,000 damage. Not a fully optimal turn, but a pretty good one. Alright, so now we should see the full impact. We get the 80% for 1 cost cards. We still have to change that one. Oh, look at this. We are fully upgraded to Shadow of the Moon Plus because we drew into our old Shadow of the Moon that we created the turn before, instantly making this, max level, you could say. So, alright, let's boost this Shadow of the Moon as high as it goes, which is why we use Shackles of Hunger to reduce our stacks by 5. So that we can then use it on the Shadow of the Moon here. Yep, for like 6,000-ish damage. And then, we should have done the Predator's Blades before. Ooh, whoopsie. Alright, here we get a bit more cost reduction, a bit more card draw. More card draw could never hurt nobody. Alright, so Predator's Blade. Followed by cost reduction on Bleed. Predator's Blade here as well. Now we have this Oni Hunt for free. Should allow us to draw one more card. Strike at Darkness. What is left out? Another Oni Hunt. Unfortunately, I don't think we can get our hands on it yet. Which means this turn will be without the Oni Hunt. But we should be able to get like big value out of this turn now. So let's see how we do this best. Let's start with the basic slash. So we can level up Shadow of the Moon. This is what bothers me a bit. Shadow of the Moon leveling up and not carrying over the cost reduction. But there is a tiny chance. There's a tiny chance that they've fixed it. But yeah, it looks like we're out of cost reduction, which is why this should be the last +3 we are able to play this turn. And then... But I think no, it just rather it did level up, but then in the same turn it reduced in cost. Are they gonna change Hue Epiphanies? Why would they change Hue Epiphanies? Yeah, the Ray 80%. I tried to get 2 different upgrade cards for unique upgrade cards for Ray, but it didn't do anything. Okay, so what I want to test now real quick is what happens to a Shadow of the Moon after it like upgrades. So we're going to use our Shadow of the Moon here. And now we have a Shadow of the Moon, right? And now we're going to use our Predator's Blade to reduce Shadow of the Moon to 0 wait, I should have some 0 cost reductions in here. I don't. Okay. So let's try it like this. Okay, this should hit Shadow of the Moon. The enemy might just die. Okay, did not hit Shadow of the Moon. Shadow of the Moon didn't even upgrade. Okay, this should hit Shadow of the Moon. What happens now? Shadow of the Moon levels up. Yeah, and then the cost is still increased, but we should have had... Wait, we should have had cost reduction, shouldn't we? Fuck. We might just have to test it a bit differently. Alright. How do I test that properly though? Because like it's not that great of a feeling because of the synergy between between Naja and Chizuru. It really doesn't feel that great that you go out of your way to 0 cost the Shadow of the Moon only for it to become a Shadow of the Moon plus and go back up in cost. Alright, let's see, 0/0 deck. Give me a full deck. Give me a full deck. Okay, this should work. We should also have less cards to draw, allowing us to test this a bit easier. You know what? We can actually use our earlier Shizuru deck with the 0 cost. Because there's then less cards that can get cost reduced. No, I haven't yet. I have yet to make a counter 9 build. Ah, these enemies, they don't have enough HP, do they? Fuck. How could I... Where do I test this best? Tower, right? If I want to take like a 0 card deck into tower. Because I haven't built a 0 card deck yet. So, Spirit Tower of the Screams, 71. Shizuru's ready, Ray is ready. But we're actually going to replace Ray. Just so we can get it out a bit quicker. This is done. Okay, this should be fine. Is Moonstrike only hunt better than running plus damage only hunt, or is it just because you're running Ray? Honestly, at this point, it's hard to say what version is better, the basic attack or the stacking build. They both have their like ups and downs. Okay, so maybe this is enough to give us an idea of if it still applies. It's not. Ah. It's a very specific set of circumstances, but trust me, it happens more than you would like it. It might seem very specific in reducing its cost and then having it level up, but it does happen a lot more than you'd like it. No, we haven't done a single target Yuki build yet. Okay, let's get these upgrades out of the way. Okay, having a Shadow of the Moon Plus is obviously useless, so let's get rid of that one. Alright, so we have ourselves a Shadow of the Moon. We can play out all these upgrade cards. Okay, perfect. So, this should now reduce the cost of Shadow of the Moon to 0. There we go, right? Shadow of the Moon is 0 cost. And this should level it up to Shadow of the Moon Plus. But we still have cost reduction stacks. So let's have a look at our cost reduction stacks. How many do we have? 6. We have 6 of them. So we use it, we get 2. They did it! They fucking did it! They did the thing! They didn't mention it in the patch notes, but they did. Or did they? Or did mealtime reduce itself because of... Ah, fuck. It might be mealtime reducing itself because of the... because of Veracity going down, right? Ah, shit. It's so hard to tell. Ah, did they do it or is it still... Is it working or is it not? Is it still? We need to see the replay. I know it's a very specific issue, but it's very dear to my heart if they did or didn't fix it. So, have a look at this. We have 6 stacks. Shadow of the Moon is 0 cost. Mealtime is 0 cost. Only Hunt is 0 cost. Which means we should... But yeah, mealtime should have been reduced by us using Veracity. Fuck, so we have to give it another try. Yeah, go back a turn and use mealtime first. That could work actually. This might actually save me another turn. So, let's use up mealtime. Wait, I didn't go far and back, and I did. Okay, so let's draw ourselves some more cards, just so we have more targets in hand, right? Okay, so the expected outcome is we are on 5 bottomless hunger stacks. Why are we on 5? Oh well. So we are on 5 bottomless hunger stacks. We're going to use Moon Slash. And now we're down to 3 stacks, aren't we? Yeah, see, we're down to 3 stacks, which means 1 stack was used to reduce the cost of Shadow of the Moon. Instead of hitting Oni Hunt. So it still increases back in cost if you reduce it when it's Shadow of the Moon normally. Yeah. I mean, how much does it bother me really, right? Actually, it bothers me quite a lot. Cause it feels like I'm paying extra for something that I'm already like going out of my way to build, you know? But oh well, let's see how much it actually impacts us. Okay, so our deck is empty now. We have 8 stacks, which means we should gain 8 AP value, right? Shadow of the Moon is currently unupgraded. Yeah, so we do 1 attack here. Wait, where the hell is my card? Where's my Karmic Flames? Where did Karmic Flames go? It's not in our use cards. It's not in our draw pile. It's just gone. Great. So we just permanently lost the Karmic Flames card because it didn't come back after we beat the guy. No? I mean, where is it then, right? There is no stacks on the enemies. Yeah, but it should have come back. Yeah, it happens on waves, but it should at least go back into your pile. Right? Like, it should come back after we defeat the first guy, no? Now, it's not about it not having retain, because that's not a problem, right? Like, we initiate here, right? Let's play everything normally. We get the stack in here. We start creating our Moon Slash army. And yeah, I don't think our hand was full though. Alright, so we get the upgrade out of the way. We get our Oni Hunts out of the way. Draw some more Oni Hunts. Okay, we get Shadow of the Moon to Shadow of the Moon Plus. We can use it up. Start drawing some more cards. Alright, and now we're out of... Now we're through with our deck, right? We have a bunch of cards in our hand, so there's no way we're gonna, like, overdraw. We have Shadow of the Moon here. It goes to Shadow of the Moon plus. The 0 cost, which is at least nice. I guess what bothers me a bit more... Yeah, there you go. We never got it back. We never... They never gave us Karmic Flames back. What do you mean because we cannot create more cards? The create card limit in the tower? Ah, damn, that's stupid. The maximum number of cards that can be created per turn is 12. How are we running into that limit? Oh, because we are creating the basic attacks. We are also creating Shadow of the Moons, and that's how we run into the 12 creation limit. Usually this is meant to stop, I don't know, like Luke's or pre-nerf Cassius, but now, aha! So that's why we don't get, it's not the fault of the game. It's just the fault of our deck. Hey, you know what? Be honest here. It's at least better than it being another bug. Right? No. I mean, it makes sense. We are creating a bunch of Shadow of the Moons, and we are creating the swords with the attack. Like, the only build that runs into this would be basic attack Shizuru. And also only our version, because ours is a bit more extreme. Because for the only way this to work is you need to create 8 basic attacks and at minimum 4 Shadow of the Moons through stack building. So I don't think anybody else really runs into that problem. Mei Lin? No, Mei Lin moves. Only if you were to use like the create basic attack version on Mei Lin would that actually, you know, make sense. Yeah, exactly. I don't think there's anybody else that so obviously runs into an issue like that, right? Why is Karmic Flames create though? I mean, because the card exhausts itself and the devs have to somehow justify it coming back. Like, what would it say instead? Draw from the exhaust pile? That could work. Move, yeah, Karmic Flames should have said instead, move itself from the exhaust pile to hand if you defeat the target that has Karmic Flames. Who knows? Maybe they just took the path that was the easiest to code. But yeah, no. Let's do one run and then let's decide, is our deck good enough already? Yes or no? But yeah, I think a little bit of my frustration. It's 2 factors coming together. It's bottom. See, you know what would be great? Imagine if Bottomless Hunger wasn't doing cost reduction the next 2 times Veracity is activated, but more specifically, the next 2 times Veracity is activated and you can reduce the cost of a card in hand, right? Because the way our current deck is built is we're blowing through these stacks too fast in certain scenarios where we have all our cards be 0 cost already. Alright. Oh well, let's do one full run and see how it goes. Let's play out the strikes. Let's play out these ones. Let's get some upgrade cards out of the way. Alright. And then here we can draw ourselves one. We can get extra cost reduction. Draw ourselves some more. Get this card out of the way. Wait, I thought we got 1 AP from this. Oh, Shizuru. Turn 2. Yeah. Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense. Do I play Silver Moon? I have no idea what that is. Hope that helps. So probably not, no. Show how much extra percentage you're getting from my stat. None of my characters have extra damage percentage, if that is what you're asking for. Whoops. Alright, let's try to beat this guy as fast as we possibly can at the moment. I told you I don't play Silver Moon. I do not know what that is. They should add some type of indicator on where you are in combatant's final potential that is stat reliant. Alright. So we have the upgrades here. Let's draw ourselves one more. Use the cost reduction to play this out for free. Play this one out for free. Oh, the final upgrade, if you have X attack over 600, you gain percentage more damage bonus to cards. On who? Shizuru? No, Shizuru doesn't have that. Because, I mean, it might be to the card itself, but not in the stats. Like, you can see my Shadow of the Moon has, I guess, 107% and 251 in the plus version. That might help you, I don't know. I just realized Ego Manifest is a dupe. I've been skipping the free dupe every single run. Yeah, I mean, you can experience a character with more dupes without having to have them. It's pretty sweet. Alright, let me actually undo this. That wasn't a very smart card play. Can I draw? I can. Or better said, I could. How do I get rid of enough cards in my hand to allow me to draw? Fuck. Okay, give me the basic attack build. Looks like I can't draw. Let's get rid of this one. Let's play out this one. This might help. Okay, perfect, perfect. So we're going to be able to exhaust these cards right here. But we're not able to afford anything else. Because our cost reduction didn't hit what we wanted it to hit. So it's a bit sad for Tsukuyomi not being ready. But our turns should be a lot smoother from here. So we do the Predator's Blades at 0. Draw ourselves some cards. Get the basic attack 100% multiplier, plus 2 morale as well. Get 1 extra draw. 1 extra draw. The 1 cost 1. Yeah, we can change that one out. It's not that relevant. Okay, some attacks. Let's see what gets cost reduced. Shackles of Hunger. Oh well. Okay, more cost reductions on the way. Oni Hunt and Shadow the Moon plus. Alright, let's get rid of Shadow the Moon. Oh, it's Silver and Blood. Oh, no, I don't play that anymore, no. Okay, we have these upgrades out of the way. Ah, damn. Looks like we ran out of cost reduction cards already. So we still weren't able to play out the Tsukuyomi upgrade. Scam. And the resonating... Nah, there's no way this was optimal, right? There's no way we played this optimally if by turn 3 we don't have all our upgrade cards played out. Must have been doing something wrong somewhere. Okay, even more cost reduction. Okay, this card gets cast for free. We have the Evil Spirit Salamander. We have how many cards in hand? 8, which is a couple too many. We can get rid of this one. Now we're down to 7. We need to go down to 6. No. We are fine like this. So we can draw 4 here. Get the extra cost reduction going. More cost reduction. More draw. Okay. Now we can run both Predator's Blades at 0 cost. Shadow of the Moon plus at maximum stacks at 0 cost. But we still have a couple upgrade cards in that we weren't able to play yet. Alright, let's see. Perfection. So we can get rid of these two. We can draw ourselves probably Evil Spirits, so we can start cycling a bit faster. Do exactly that. Okay, nice. So Strike a Darkness upgrade out. Okay. Then we can do an Oni Hunt. It does look a little like rocket science right now, huh? Okay. Where do the cost reductions go? Should we have a Shadow of the Moon plus? No. How do we have no cost reductions? Ah, they went on Oni Hunt. Sweet. We're on 8 cards. It puts us down to 7. So this should be fine. No, it's not fine. I miscounted. Ayaya. Ayaya. Alright. Let's do Strike a Darkness here. Okay, perfect. So this for 0, this for 0. Shadow of the Moon again for 0. Alright. Let's draw some more cards. Get some cost reduction going. Should be too many, right? Yep. Yeah. We'll get there. It's a lot of getting used to for like the first part. Alright, Mealtime can go. Okay, now we're almost through with our deck. This card is heavily irrelevant. Okay, so we get the cost reduction on Predator's Blade. But yeah, here you can see the issue. We are now out of cost reductions. Right, you can see we are out of cost reductions. But we cannot cost reduce the Shadow of the Moon, which is, yeah, little unfortunate. So while we are able to upgrade it quite a bunch, we won't be able to play it this turn. Which also makes most of our stacks go to waste a little bit. Okay. Okay, now we can use this card for free. Okay, perfect. We finally got our Shadow of the Moon cost reduction. We do have one more Predator's Blade, which we could use for damage bonus. Let's see if we can draw it. We do. Perfect. Alright, so this should be the pinnacle of what we can do in terms of Predator's Blade damage. And that is we use the Shackles of the Hunger. Shackles of Hunger to reduce our Veracity by 5. Give us 3 stacks of Predation. And now for this one we have stacked up 11 stacks of Morale at 220. 40% damage for 1 cost or less cards Resonating Darkness. 20 from Nausea Partner. The Veracity stacks themselves, right? They still apply. Set effect bonus. Shizuru, Tranquil Marker from Partner. Strike a Darkness obviously does not apply. Resonating Darkness for 1 cost cards, which also doesn't apply. Basically, that's one of those things I kind of want to get rid of. The 4 Predation stacks. The plus 200% Shackles of Hunger, giving us a Shadow of the Moon at 753% times 3. Doesn't sound like a lot. It doesn't really like give you the same vibes of like, ooh, wow, that is crazy amounts of damage. But it is still 8,000 additional damage that we gladly take. So yeah, we should be able to now pretty much in perpetuity average around, I don't know, 20,000 damage a turn. Keep in mind that is against an enemy with damage reduction. Oh yeah, and somehow we're back at Shadow of the Moon Plus with 5 stacks. Which is pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, I consider that a win, you know. Okay, we get some extra damage bonuses here. Let's get rid of the bleed. Yeah, see, now it goes to 1 cost. Yeah, like this deck, it should be the most consistent Shizuru, because I don't think you can beat the guy in like 4 turns with stacking Shizuru. Now the problem is we can't really bring her into tower as well, because using her in tower kind of disables Karmic Flames from doing anything. But if you keep that in mind, right? If you keep in mind that it does in fact still disable it, we should still be able to absolutely shred these enemies, no problem. So let's just do a quick run. Alright. There we go. And obviously here we're currently running her with the 0 card deck. If we weren't, then we'd have like a lot more, yeah, cost reduction on our side that we could use for, I don't know. Not cost reduction. We have a lot more draw now, right? We have a lot more draw that doesn't really have a place to go. So here we can use one Shadow of the Moon. I guess we broke him, which allowed us to play the other Shadow of the Moon here as well. Okay, how many stacks do we have? 8, so we can now consume all stacks, and then we can do a fully empowered Shadow of the Moon. Look at the percentage difference. That is due to the tower not having the same, like, level of damage reduction that the boss has, because he cuts everything by 40%. Shizuru is nerfed in every content since she came out. I mean, define nerfed. Yeah, Shizuru can now finally start stacking her own stacks again, yes. Alright. Have I tried Barrier Retain build with boss? I mean, it should take me like, I don't know, 5 minutes to build a proper build like that. Yeah, exactly. You were unable to build stacks for Shizuru on targets with cursed jackets, which is obviously not that great, you know? Okay, we're now Shadow of the Moon on 3 bind stacks. Okay, perfect. We have a bind 5 Shadow of the Moon. Keep in mind this is without the power of Ray. And we're doing 10,000 damage with 1 Shadow of the Moon. We also get the Shadow of the Moon back due to the E2, right? Here we can get even more cost reduction. I mean, look at this hand. It just looks beautiful, you know? Like, there's just something about a hand like this that just... I don't know, it's very, very primal. It just makes you feel good. Yeah, and then Shadow of the Moon now levels up into Shadow of the Moon Plus, so it's now 1 cost again. Who is streaming during the day? Yeah, crazy, right? Alright, so once again we can draw all our cards. Shadow of the Moon bind 4. Okay. I mean, look at this. We're pretty much killing every tower stage as fast as you would reasonably expect someone to be able to. So here we can then use Shadow of the Moon again at max stacks. And once again, reminder, right? We're not using the stacks. If we wanted to play her in tower efficiently, we would need to use a different Karmic Flames that doesn't exhaust itself. Right? That wouldn't even be too much of a problem for us at this point. We could probably just use like the 3-hit version. This Karmic Flames doesn't really work in tower. Because, with the basic attack build that is. Because we're creating too many and we're getting gapped. We're getting capped by the creation limit amount. Which is silly, to say the least. Alright, now with this next one here, we should be able to go to Shadow of the Moon Plus. Not quite. There we go. Shadow of the Moon Plus. So we can use it up at, yeah, just 3 stacks right here for an additional damage. And then, yeah, let's have a look. So we currently have 2 in our draw pile, which means they're going to fuse into a bind 2. At least that's what they should do. But we're not done yet. Hey! They stopped us from creating more slashes. These bastards. How dare they? Alright, so now everything goes back into our deck. And let's see, we have a Shadow of the Moon at bind 2, which means the moment we draw into this, it's going to upgrade this one into a bind 3. There you go, you see, we draw it, boom, bind 3, we can use it. For a casual 4000 damage. Alright. Am I worried about this guy? Usually we could just survive a hit if I had a, like, build Ray in here. Not only would we be dealing more damage, but also we would be able to survive a hit from this guy, right? At just, what is this, 1700 damage? Yeah, so he's gonna kill us here because we're running a 0-card deck. Alright, let's have a look. Spore Barrel, 4-copy birds, attack per retain card, then use Spore card as retain, it doubles every turn, it's 40 hits after a few turns. Yep. Yep, it truly is. I don't know, what do you think? Do we need to make a better Ray deck? Like, you think it's worth our effort, or should we just call the Shizuru basic attack build finished? And just work on something like a SELENA instead. What do you think? Let me see. Did we end the poll? I think we did, right? Like, there really isn't too much anymore we could do. I mean, we could also bump out a quick barrel build. It wouldn't take too long. Shave data of the nausea. Sure, why not? There you go. There we go. I mean, can it get much higher? Yeah, see, that's the only thing I'm wondering. How can I make sure I draw my entire deck every single turn while getting the most amount of morale buffs possible from a Ray, right? So, for example, here we have the Strike of Darkness for 100% with 2 morale. The Strike of Darkness with 80%. We'd probably get 1 copy of Resonating Darkness. This card should exhaust itself, maybe True Predator's Blades, and then instead of a Spirit Salamander, I'd probably rather, as I mentioned before, go with an Attack Exclamation Mark Divine. Whenever this would properly load. With an Attack Exclamation Mark Divine, so that I can draw out one of the Ray cards that doesn't have draw on itself, while also drawing an additional card. And I guess getting 1 morale stack as well. Yeah, we could also find ourselves a snack time that has like a perma morale epiphany, yeah. Like, there's still some tweaking chances, but with how deck building works at the moment, there isn't much. There isn't much we could do for Ray or Shizuru. For Naja or Shizuru. Due to us being mainly limited by the fact that if we want to take a 4 times Divine deck, which is obviously the chase, we cannot really take Arena Gear, we can't really add in any neutral cards or whatever. Alright, so this should be our current raid deck at full power whenever they allow us to go through it. And hey, look! We were even able to keep Karmic Flames. Gracious devs this time, you know? So yeah, the main idea here is, even if we do get hit, we don't really care about it. We can just heal ourselves back up with the power of hits and Veracity. So let's see if we can draw into what we want to draw into. Perfect. Alright, so this snack time we just used to exhaust these two cards. I don't know. Draws. Standard drawing card instead. Perfect. Get the cost reduction going. Apply the stacks. Continue applying the stacks so we can get the cost reduction. That's a little awkward. We didn't draw enough of the... Or we did draw enough of the cost reduction once, but they just, I don't know, went poof, I guess. Any advice for season chaos runs? I don't have any issue tier 14 last season, but this one, you know what the thing is? You actually want to do tier 15 instead of tier 14. Right? The problem isn't necessarily how can you beat tier 14. The issue now is how can you beat tier 15. But yeah, look at this. Have you seen this? 2000 per basic attack, and we can do around 16 of those a turn. No, not 16. I mean, technically 16 of those, because it's 8 basic attacks at 2 hits each. So yeah, that's the true power of what we're really trying to like get together. Or put together, better said. Alright. And we should get a bit of morale here. Another bit of morale here. I think we can use the Shadow of the Moon early. One of the big problems with this deck is it's to a degree a bit too strong. Because every Moon Slash we have left over gets put into our deck, right? So like if for example we create so many Moon Slashes and kill the enemy too soon, any Moon Slash we do leave open goes into our deck and we have to draw again. Which creates a bit of a silly problem. But yeah, easy 22k damage. We still had like, I don't know, 10k damage plus just lying around. But yeah, looks like without a 0 card deck in there, it's a lot more realistic for us to get our cards back, right? Okay. So again, beautiful cost reduction here. Yeah, I mean, we are almost perfect in terms of what kind of cards we get back every turn, what kind of cards we can use. So I guess there wouldn't be that much of an improvement we could make anyway, even if we get like a better raid deck. Alright, let's see our full power Shadow of the Moon. 1172% times 3. None of them crit, because why would they, right? Why would they crit? That'd be too easy. Alright, and then another after. So which cards did we miss out on? Okay, 1 Predator's Blade for more morale and an Oni Hunt for more basics. But that's fine. But yeah, this is kind of why I'm looking for more draw, so that it never happens, you know? This like scenario of me not being able to draw every card in our deck, right? Because we have a bunch of cards that only draw 1. Which means if we stop drawing the cards that allow us to draw 1, we run into a bit of an issue where we can get a situation where we don't perfectly draw. But then again, we're destroying the tower without any real trouble. Alright, so morale first. Then cost reduction right here. Some upgrades here, some draw here. Another Predator's Blade. Zero cost Oni Hunt. Should be fine. Okay, how much more do we have to draw? Okay, a couple bottomless hungers, some karmic flames. Alright, let's just start. Let's just start here. Okay, this is now zero cost, so let's just improve it. There we go. Easy 10k damage with that one. Okay, we can apply Karmic Flames to the boss. So we can now finally properly stack our stacks right here. Okay. So we missed out on a Strike at Darkness and a Bottomless Hunger. Alright, so let's do Shizuru Partner for the 50% bonus, and yeah, that's, yeah, I think it's attacking time, isn't it? Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, and then we obviously still have our big finisher in Shadow of the Moon at max stacks. There we go. So that was a casual 58,000 damage in one turn. Pretty sweet, right? And the consistency honestly is pretty darn good. I don't really see us do much, but it's just like making it even more perfect, if that makes sense. Alright, we have a bind 3. This can't be legal. It's very legal. And you know what the best part is? Every basic attack heals you for 70 health. So even if you do get hit, you still you get at minimum, without considering any other sources of healing, you at minimum heal yourself for, just from the basics, 16 hits a turn, 16 times 37. So like 370, 16 there. So I don't know, like 550 health. Then you get another around, I don't know, don't let me lie. Basically you heal from 0 to full life every single turn. We haven't tried a single Mythic Codex yet. But yeah, so we just destroyed the tower. Wasn't really trouble. I don't think we need to upgrade our raid deck, do we? Yeah, the Shizuru bit is decisively simple. No arena upgrades. We have the shrooms, which don't do anything. We have this one. When a shield is gained through an exhaust card, damage amount might come useful in the future. But no, we have a Cthulhu weapon, the zero cost Karmic Flames, the upgrade Tsukiyomi, the Bounded Dusk with 2 cost reduction and 1 morale. And then yeah, Oni Hunt in its Create Moonslash version with Draw 1. Honestly, draw 1 if you need more draw power, but you can make up for that with other teammates. Or you go with the zero cost version, or you just take it normal, right? Like, you will be able to build a basic attack Shizuru that is effective. You do not need it to have like the 1 draw Epiphany, right? Yeah, we could use the exhaust. Yeah, exactly. We could try to give an exhaust based shield card to our teammates to further increase our damage. Yeah, residual herb, but that would allow, that would mean we would, for example, have to bring another fighter, another striker or vanguard, you know? I ran Magna 9 Kalib and Tower, pretty good team to not take damage. I'm running if I could survive the new Tower releases. I mean, we'll have to see when they come out, right? We have to see when they come out. Just spoke to your lawyers, it's illegal. Damn! I'm sorry then. Okay, I want your opinions. When am I legally allowed to use those? What would you guys say? When are we legally allowed to use those? It's been a week since, it's been like a bit over a week since she released. Do we have to do something? Like, is there something we need to do? Is there something we need to show off before we do it? Never. How much do you think it will change? If we play her in Chaos, it's gonna be disgusting, because this card allows us to get 2 instances of vulnerable, which means our first two hues in Chaos are gonna hit 50% harder, no setup. So, yeah. People gonna mock when Great Drift is, so we have to see what Great Drift does. We'll only be able to do it after Cat Lady releases. Ooh, you might be correct. Do an E2, E4, E6 showcase. I mean, E2 is Chaos. E4 is if you use multiple 9 hues per turn, then you get the damage bonus. But it is 150%, which is equivalent to like 7.5 morale stacks. And then E6, now E6 is the big one, right? It's gonna take your final damage, at least that's what I'm assuming. It's gonna take your final damage and deal a further 15% of that as fixed damage. Do you think they should refund draws for the ICM nerf? I mean, we don't even know how big it will be yet, right? Like, I know it looks critical, but until it happens on the 25th, we don't even know, right? And for a brand new account, which characters are the best? Is 9 a must pull? I mean, if you're a new account just starting now, you would be silly not to, like, especially if you, for example, want to reroll, right? You'd be silly not to just start an account and reroll until you get 9 within your first 20 summons, right? What's the point of 15% if she already one-taps everything? To think one-tap things even harder. Doesn't that make sense? Right? When 9 cards are exhausted, game in provision. Yeah, it doesn't mean hue. But look, you gain acquisition equal to the card or the cost of the card. Which means if you exhaust a 0 cost card, it's going to give you 0 stacks. Right? Quite simple. You get 1 stack of improvisation based on how costly the card you've exhausted was. Meaning if you exhaust the card at a 0 cost, you're going to get 0 stacks. Huh? Real talk, when rebuilding Owen. I mean, Owen should be super simple, right? It's like, you build him with 3 cards. So we go in, we get ourselves a wind charge, right? We probably pick, like, we can do 2 different ones, right? Either this one, the next use skill card one more time, which can be fun. Or the one that adds 1 hit. That wind charge, and then, oh, also, the interesting part is you can stack this as many times as you want, but I wonder if the decreased no, wait, I don't think you can stack it as many times, because it's going to be per card. But yeah, so wind charge is interesting. Break armor, we either go with the vulnerable or the fortitude variant. Maybe even both. Maybe we even go with 1 vulnerable variant, 1 fortitude variant. And then, I don't know, I'd probably cut wind slash. Maybe we go with the wind riding upgrade. And I'd probably cut Gaze Strike. I wouldn't sell anyone on 9 dupes. You could get so many more characters for a minor damage amp. Obviously it's not worth it, right? The only reason why I would do it in the first place is because I have 5 cards, right? I have 9 here maxed out. I went out of my way to max out her potential. It's not a good idea, right? I told it to you in the video before, right? The dupes priority really goes like this. E0 is awesome, E1 is unnecessary, E2 is purely chaos, E3 is not a good idea, E4, I mean, sure, but you do need to use 2 hues per turn, and keep in mind you're at 5 copies at that point, and then E6, yeah, you can get it, I don't know, over the next year. Keep in mind she's a standard character, right? What happened to Shizuru? Here, this one. Curse Checkers was broken. For the last 2 days, Curse Checkers did not generate any Will-O-Wisp stacks. Show 9 stats? Sure. There you go. 57.5 on 210 in the 4-piece Bestial Raw or whatever the name is, right? The new set and 2-piece crit damage. You still somehow only have E1. Yeah, they did fix that, which is pretty great. So Selena, right? What does dexterous mean? Okay, so dice rolls. There's different types of dice rolls, and every character, every 4-star has 2 in his stat, every 5-star, every 5-star has 3 in his stat, and that means when you go to a dice roll that requires a dexterity check, you get +3 on your dice roll if she's in your team. Right? That's how it works. Prediction on next units? I mean, I don't know. I see ourselves getting another exhaust-based attacker that is either psionic or a ranger of the justice element in Typhera. But she could also be a support. I just would find it very weird if she was. Alright. I don't have a Yuki build this season. Okay. I'm very open to suggestions on who we should build next. There's a lot of you that want me to build a lot of different characters. So yeah, I can decide with this poll who we build next. Let's see. We have a couple popular choices. And yeah, just let me know who you think should get the attention next. Let me have a look at yeah, we could indeed. Yeah, we could do Khalib as well. And then okay, do I have anybody? Oh, we could build Luke this season. We could build Veronica. We could build Naja. Naja's already finished. We could do okay. I mean, why not, right? Okay, so these are your options. You have the options between Yuki, Selena, Khalib, and Kayron. Who should we build next? Who should we build with the remaining time we have in this stream? There's a lot of Yukis. There's a lot of Yuki believers. What the hell? Damn, 50%! Is it time to dust off Yuki? Huh? Is it time to dust off Yuki and see how much she can really do? Okay. Okay, I mean, oh well, why not? Why not? Alright, Yuki time. Sure. Yuki time it is. Let's get her gear. Okay, how do I do this best? Like, I know that I want to use her in the old order set. You know what? Let me change the... I hate this submarine sound. Whenever you have like simulation open and you go back into your... It's not a good idea. It destroys your brain, trust me. Scientifically proven. Alright. So, let's see. What are our best bullet of order pieces? This piece is nice, right? This piece is really nice. We could go with the flat attack piece as well. But no, we stick with this, right? 13% crit damage, 3.6 crit chance, double defense. A little unlucky, but pretty sweet. We have a gun. At 3% attack, 2% defense. Nah, we can probably find a better gun. Double crit damage, 1 crit chance. It's okay. The goblet is pretty good. Crit damage, crit chance, attack percentage. Or we go with the attack flat variant here. But this has double health. Okay, and then... Okay, I want to replace this one. We can keep this one. The key. So many attack percentage modifiers. So I want to keep the goblet. I want to keep the denial. I'm gonna keep the order, so then it's up to taking a good shock and taking a good necklace. Alright. Do I have a good necklace? Alright, let's see. So we're going to go with Bullet of Order, Judge, Executioner, main attribute, crit chance. Okay, what do we have? We have a lot of flat attack. Some weird stats. 7.7 crit damage. 6.1 crit damage. Ah, there we go. Perfect. That's what I was looking for. And then this one here gets changed for this one with our 9. Alright. 54.3 on 211. The only problem is our attack being 752. That's a little worrying. Oh, also these stats. These stats could be a little higher. Let's have a look at the final Yuki build if I were to invest max potential. So this could be our Yuki. 765 on 53 on 220. Damn. Where does the increased attack come from though? Why are we gaining 13 attack? Shouldn't be from here. Oh, the partner's level 50, you're right. Yeah, that's a disgrace. There we go. Alright, now we have the stats ourselves. Yeah, the 768 on 209, on 590, on 54.3, or on Nebula Distortion, yep, 56.3 on 220. Haha. 56.3 on 220. Yep, that's some decent stats. Alright. Can we get attack somewhere? Alright, Bullet of Order with Executioner's Tools on attack flat substat. What do we have? +6, +7, nothing. Here we have percentage attack. This one obviously doesn't count. This one is hard to get better. What about this? I mean, it would be flat. What would we sacrifice? We'd be losing 10% crit damage in exchange. Okay, 7% crit damage in exchange for 17 flat attack. 17 flat attack for 9.5% crit damage. Okay. Yeah, so we have attack here, no attack here. Yeah, okay, so we only have 2 pieces that boost attack. No wonder our attack is so low. We only have 2 pieces that boost it. But nah, this is fine. Why do I manifest egos? Why don't I manifest egos? For certain cases, it's obviously for me just to have the time, right? The time to test out the characters and to show them off E0. You cannot undo ego manifestations. So in general, I only upgrade characters that I either don't think their ego manifestations are that impactful, or characters that I just really like. So let me show you what I mean with that. We have E2 Luke, because I'm a big fan of his E2. The ability to create more bullets once per turn. We have E4 Rin, because I don't know, I just got a lot of Rins. And also this one here, it's honestly at this point, this is purely quality of life, but it isn't even that great. Now that they've added Dark Mist to basically every one of these, the E4, it really doesn't do much. It really doesn't do anything. Olea's E0, Veronica E0, Naja E0, Yuki. Yuki, we have an E1. We could get to E2. We could get the inspiration enabled, but I think again, it's quality of life. I can live without it, but we do have the we do have the better iceberg cleave, right? So that's why she's E1. Shizuru's E2, because this might give us some fun builds. You know, when like Shadow of the Moon is created, create an additional one so that it only takes us 2 Shadow of the Moons instead of 3 to get to the plus version. 9 is currently E0. Serenia is something I regret a bit, I'll be honest with you. I should have stopped at E4 with the firepower amp bonus. Because now every time I play Serenia, people are wondering why the hell is she casting so many Cobalt Lights? That is because for this final passive, it is not one big hit, it is 80% per tenacity bar. And she always says Cobalt Light before she does it. But yeah, as you can see, Renoa is still E0, Karen is E0, Haru's E0, Meilin is E0, and Magna are E0, right? So you can spot my personal favorites quite easily. We have Luke, Rin, Chizuru, Yuki, Serenia, and then potentially 9 whenever I feel like it. If I don't use my dupes, what can I do with them? Nothing. They look at me funny. My dupes look at me funny and wonder what the hell I got them for in the first place. Smigate's hate for Yuki's industry planted. What you mean hate? Like this Yuki about to smoke some people. Okay, so we have our Yuki. Who do we pair her up with? Right? Who's like no-brainer people to pair her up with? Ray. Huh? So we can get more damage boosts. Nice and easy. Is there anybody better? Is there anybody better for us to use than Naja? I mean, we can like most of the important Yuki draw we can do ourselves, like by just using Prepare to Subdue. Veronica. I think we're fine like this. I think we're fine like this, honestly. Cassius would be funky. But alright, let's talk about Yuki and what kind of deck we'll be going for. So, this gets cut. This gets cut. You know what? This might not get cut. This is actually kind of big. Like 270 on 30. If we do single target build, we might keep it. But no. In general, we cut the 3 basics. And then my idea is I want this one. Draw 1 attack card of this unit, increase the damage amount by 20, draw 1. I want 2 of those, so we can draw 4 cards. If that doesn't work, I want this one for the 40% bonus for whatever we draw. Or maybe this one, with the 20% for all cards that are drawn, right? So preferably the double draw. If that's not possible, give me the 40 or the 20 for all cards. So that's Prepare to Subdue. Flash Slash. So, Flash Slash, what do we do with you? Preferably we want the one-hit version, because it's the biggest damage, right? The 236 times 2. If that's not possible, I'll take Huh. This one as well. I like this one. Big damage at just 1 cost. Right? Like, I don't like the 2 cost reduction on this one. But this one's awesome. And this one's kind of nice as well. This one here, I don't know. When used, decrease cost by 1. I guess it's like the best of all worlds, but it doesn't have an inspiration effect. That's my main problem with it. It doesn't have inspiration. And then here, for each of this unit drawn for 1 turn. So it's kind of like a half Haru? Yeah, no. Probably the one-hit one, if not the 1 cost reduction one. Those are our main targets. Trickery Strike. This one. This one sounds awesome. Enable inspiration for all cards of this unit in hand for 1 turn when using a card of this unit with an enabled inspiration, 100% damage to 1 enemy. Like, you mean to tell me I can get this? And I can get the now super strong Freezing Blade for like double inspiration hits? Say less. Right? The retain one clears. The 4th one is big damage. But look at this. 378 for each card of this unit drawn for 1 turn plus 90 at 2 cost. Why would I pick this if I could also just instead, right? 378 plus 90 if I can just do 400 plus 120 and it stacks in perpetuity. Right? So why would I do that if I could just do this? The entire, and also it does not have retain. It does not have inspiration. Inspiration is the key to Yuki. Alright, so yeah, on the note of inspiration, right, we definitely want this Trickery Strike here. Has anybody tested this? I need some info. If you use 2 of this in 1 turn, it should stack 4 turn, not for the same turn, right? With the same wave of like 4 turns. Like, I'm 95% sure that this one is going to, you know, right? It's gonna do what it's gonna do, but you get what I mean, right? But we want at minimum 1 copy of this. If we can't get that, then we want the draw version. And if we can't get the draw version, then we want this one. But no, this one is the trick. This one will be huge. Okay, so Trickery Strike right there. And then here, I want the 140 version. Yeah, I want the 140 version or the 120 times 2. If I can't get that, I'm gonna take the 40% multiplier to AoE. But yeah, 140, 120, 40%. And if really nothing works, I'll take the 0 cost initiation. Yeah, so copy variant is going to be, I want 2 Prepare to Subdues, and then I probably go with 3 disgusting Flash Slashes and 1 Iceberg Cleave. Yeah. Yeah, we need something disgusting. We need something like, I don't know, 1 cost reduction, 30% multiplicative, add vulnerability. I don't know. Give me something disturbing on Flash Slash. Like, Flash Slash is our divine chase target if we go for something like that. And because we will go with an additional copy of Prepare to Subdue, and that means we can only have 3 divine Flash Slashes, that means, for all the smart people, that means we can get away with using arena buffs. Or maybe like a godly buff. I don't know. We'll have to see. The 2x version is single target focused. Oh, I know that. I still think it's pretty good. Okay, chaos time. We'll be playing on 8 elite areas, 2 fortitude, 30% health and damage, cannot rest. This is the team. Let's send it. Attack divines can't get draw, no. Just copy Iceberg at this point? Hell no. Not after they buffed Flash Slash. Alright. Yeah, let's just start with the casual 1 remove. See what we can make happen here. In our very first run. Okay, we get ourselves Trickery Strike. 10% heal at the end of a fight. Okay. No, maybe not okay. We should get enough healing. Let's get 2 legendary pieces of equipment for our next 2 elites if we have to face them. Okay, we want to dodge campfires. And we want to go into the arena. So that means we need to fight 3 elites naturally. Or we play down here 2. Yeah, and then we just go up. So that's 2 question marks, 2 elites, and the... Alright, perfect. Let's go. I imagine you're aiming for a 180 deck with Divine on Flash Slash? No, because I won 2 of the draw cards. But it's gonna be a 180 deck. It's just not gonna be 4 Flash Slashes. I think. Maybe something changes mid-run. This is all just for the most part theory crafting right now, but... Yeah, I don't think much is gonna change. Hello, I want to ask about Veiled Thorn. If 2 allies don't use attack cards all over match, does it activate it all time? No. It only works if your entire team does not use an attack card the turn before. Hope that helps. Somehow. Alright, what's this? New card? New card, who this? Hey, Flash Slash. Straight out of the gate, 1,400. Not bad, not bad. Alright. Yuki's a very straightforward unit. I don't think there's much diversity with her. What? That's crazy. You didn't just say that. Alright. Was Lump of Light part of the quest? I mean, we don't even benefit from getting the card, so... Let's just fight them. I do not condone the slaughter of innocent Lulu person people. What you see here is AI. Alright? What you see here is AI. I do not condone this. I would never do that myself. So what you see here is clearly AI. Private Yuki build that can hear say otherwise. What the hell? I mean, sure, if you want to do that. Alright, let's see. Trickery Strike. Do we get an Epiphany or new card? Epiphany. Ah, okay, so we failed our first check. I wanted to gain the skill version, if possible. Oh, Divine. Why? I don't want to build. I don't want to build Naja. Yeah, this is difficulty 8. Difficulty 8, tier 15. I don't want to do a Naja run though. Like, I'm finished with like, I know I don't have a Naja quadruple divine deck yet that has AP, but I want to build it. I want to do it. Leave me alone, Naja. Gonna go for a meeting, happy den hunting, appreciate it. But yeah, no, I don't want to build her. Not this run. Alright, so we should be able to get our final card, Iceberg Cleave. For Yuki. There we go. Oh wait, we're still missing the legendary card, the setup card. Oh well. If I'm running a support Naja, how much should she be healing on a good build? It depends entirely on if you're able to play the entirety of your deck in one turn. But, I don't know, you can expect like 1,000 healing or so per turn. But there's a lot more factors to it than that. Okay, Flash / Epiphany or maybe final new card. Let's see what it is. Okay, final new card. We gotta save the Freezing Blade. Okay, so this could be fun. We use our West Mukot to put this card back into the deck to draw 2 cards that both get inspiration. So now we should see for the first time the upgraded version of Freezing Blade. So we hit for 1-7 and we follow up for 220. Ugh. One of the reasons why it does what it does is because it applies -40. It applies -40 on Freezing Blade, which is why the damage looks so poor. What Chaos debuffs are not worth taking? Negative credits, if you want like the option to reroll a bunch of cards and to build some funky decks. Gangrene can be annoying. In general, I try to avoid getting Tyrant if you can, but especially Tyrant plus reduced max health. Yeah, those are like the main ones I try to avoid. Westmacott got the best partner glow up. I agree. The change is quite huge. Like, what you mean it's only 2 cost? Only 2 cost for the effect that she does is kind of nasty. Discard? Oh, yeah, I forgot about the discard one. Ooh, Cthulhu early. So, discard one, if you're not running Serenial E2 or if you don't have 9 E2, discard can be hell of annoying. Like, don't play discard 1 with a 9 if your 9 is not E2, because you run into the chance of them just discarding you at the beginning of your turn and then kind of like, yeah, making you look a little silly. There we go. Alright, Iceberg Cleave. First inspiration Iceberg Cleave at 2k damage. Not bad. Alright, so snack time. Let's get rid of this. Okay. So let's put Rapid Slash back into the deck. Okay, perfect. So what kind of cards did we play this turn? Snack time. Okay, so let's do Flash Slash. 1400 here. Resonating Darkness, Trickery Strike. 2280. 9 losing Q is just quit, bro. It's, yeah. Yeah, it can be, bit of a problem. The good little Hugh discard at the start of combat. Yeah, Can we like beat this guy, please? Okay, let's get rid of fear and response here. So, Dream Drop. Dream Drop is obviously Cthulhu Gun, right? If that can be arranged, that'd be great. So, let's see. Cthulhu Gun, yes, no, maybe. Okay. Yeah, sure. I always wanted more max HP. They read my mind. They read my mind on that one. Alright, AoE enemies. What more can you wish for? Alright, Freezing Blade. But unfortunately we don't have an Epiphany ready. Alright, I mean let's try it out. Let's do partner EP skill redraw. Again. Reset should be in a bit, right? Yeah, in an hour. So I can just spend this here. Alright, so first off, increased tenacity damage taken. Then Freezing Blade upgrade. Then we put Freezing Blade back into our Flash Slash back into our deck. Get it back. Draw. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, not bad. 1600 on everyone, unepiphanied. Okay. And then 2100 here. 400 again on everybody. What does HP even do? I say as I'm getting one tapped. Yep. Hidden tech, if you run Veronica, it will always take firing prep instead of fuse. Sauce, just trust me. It could. It could. It doesn't even sound too outrageous. Alright, tenacity damage of first attack. Why not? Alright, time regulator. Kind of useless, but it could give us extra credits. By selling the kinda useless ring slot. Alright, let's see what we can get in the arena here. We are still looking for, I don't know, some crazy epiphany, some divine run determining card drop. Who knows? Who knows what we really... After maxing 9, it's painful to look at her. Oh, relax. Just gotta hope from work we're doing Yuki. Looks like, yeah. Looks like we're doing Yuki. That's what the people wanted. I gave them the offer. But they were like, yep, it's Yuki time. It's not Selena time, it's Yuki time. I wish you can farm other planets and use it on the new content. You can. Like, what you mean you wish? Then just do it. Like, just do it. You get arena, like any planet in the Zero system that has the arena buff also gives you Season 2 save data. Right, like if you don't like the planet, then just don't play it. I don't see the issue. Could I please check the 9 Sporlea Ray decks? Okay. Hue Extreme Contemplate Fighting Spirit with the no damage dealt. That's pretty sweet. Sweet weapon, sweet chess piece. Yeah, definitely valid post nerf, post spore nerf. Looks pretty good. Yeah, pretty sweet. Good decks. You know what they should have done? Oh wait, no, they have done it, right? There is inspiration on her basics, right? Do you think there's a world in which we could build a Yuki deck that mainly relies on Freezing Blade and the Trickery Strike Epiphany to cause mayhem by keeping in the basics? That could be fun. But yeah, no, Yuki partner is huge. Yuki partner is huge. Imagine if we could copy basics. You might be able to if you find a rare copy event. I don't see why not. Like, you should be able to copy basics. Just wouldn't be the greatest on most characters. I can't think of a character where it makes sense. So, well, Yuki draw power is not a problem. Not quite, right? Yuki draw power is a problem if we don't go for multiple prepares to subdues. If we do go for multiple prepare to subdues, that means we get less of Flash Slash or Iceberg Cleave. So we're going to lose power that way. Like, for example, if we have 2 prepare to subdues, that draws in total 4 attack cards, and we have 3 copies of Flash Slash and 1 copy of Iceberg Cleave, then we should have enough draw for our purpose, right? We could keep in Longsword Slash, but maybe Rapid Slash has to go. What are the chances of getting the rare question mark event that guarantees the Divine Epiphany select or random before the first boss? Ooh, I don't know. I feel like 75% or so. Hard to say. Look at this. What do you think about this idea? Flash Slash 2 cost. Rapid Slash 2 cost. We keep it in. And we use this arena perk to increase the damage of 2 cost or higher cards by 25. It should allow us to go a little wild, shouldn't it? It should allow us to go a little wild. Why not? Yeah, you don't. Yeah, exactly. If they were move instead of draw, it would be a whole different discussion. Alright, looks like we'll be chasing question marks. Got any tips for difficulty 14, 15? The debuffs are quite strong there. 13 seems to be my limit. The best one is, I don't know, the best thing I can tell you is team comp wise. Like, look at your team comp. Make sure that your team comp makes sense. Also, if you're struggling, you can always farm on lower difficulties until you get the stat buffs from the Zero System upgrades that are going to make a lot more... It's going to make it a lot easier on a lot of different characters, right? What else can I think of? Make sure you know how you can get the most out of your team by picking specific epiphanies for the characters that you're not building. Alright, Flash Slash. Divine, yes or no? Nope. Normal Flash Slash. But we do get the 2-cost version with the extra hit. So, okay, we found the best basic Flash Slash Epiphany, which means now if we want to, like, really take it to that next level, we'd have to make it Divine. What has an Epiphany yet? Preparation to Subdue and Freezing Blade. Freezing Blade Divine wouldn't really be that good. What's the best team for Luke to farm his deck? Luke 9 and Naja, or Luke 9 and Ray, or Luke 9 and Nia / Cassius. It's probably what I'd recommend. The red guy encounter gives you an item and 140 credits instead of 100 if you fight against him. Yeah. Like, I always, every time I'm like in a fight like this here, I always fight the guy. Like, every time I see coins and one of these evil guys, I always fight them. Alright, Epiphany. Divine. What is it? Draw one of attack card of this unit at the start of the next turn. Draw one attack card of this unit, 1 AP. I mean... Alright, let's think here, people. Is this Epiphany as bad as I... Like, sure, it's going to split our burst windows into 2 turns. But it should be a lot of better turn 2 than it is turn 1. My only problem with this is that it can never draw itself. So while we might then be able to get all the attack cards we need, we won't be able to get this. And also it doesn't have inspiration. But no, the leftmost one is good. The leftmost one is good. Like this one, because of the wording. Look, attack cards of this unit, meaning you use it once and you get an attack buff for all of Yuki's cards for the turn. Instead of just one. AP though. Yeah, I can just get AP from elsewhere, you know. Alright, so give me my 20% buff. Give me my inspiration. Draw me some more things. Give me my stacks. Draw me some more. So this, now we should see a glimpse. A tiny glimpse of a bit of Yuki's potential. Alright, let's have a look. So, this should show us a glimpse. A tiny glimpse of her potential. First action. And then the follow-up. Next attack. With the follow-up. And then another attack. With the follow-up. Not bad, no? 11,400 damage on a 3 enemy scenario. Type ineffective. Huh? Brother Cass doesn't stop discarding her cards. Yep, that's because the card has initiation. I think it usually targets initiation cards quite heavily. Are we that bad off with this card here? Create 1 heavy blow each even turn. I think we can keep it in. Because why not? Sounds a little funny. It's at least better than whatever the fuck this is. Alright. Alright, final event. Is this a divine selection? Yes or no? Nope. It's the transference of sadness. So we missed the additional arena item. So we said we get rid of longsword slash, right? We get rid of longsword slash, keep in rapid slash, flash slash, trickery strike. So trickery strike is on our list when it comes to the next cards to meditate on. So we have 3 targets here, which is a bit unfortunate. I'd like a different prepare to subdue. I'd like a different trickery strike. I also like a different flash slash. I mean, flash slash would be it becoming divine, right? We can do trickery strike later, but we should do prepare to subdue now because we want to copy it. This is my least favorite version. Right? Out of all the prepared to subdues that exist in the big wide universe, this one's my least favorite version. Vehi. It's crazy how the devs put that one in the game. True. Alright, what we get? Okay, either we take the 40% AoE one, but we lose the inspiration effect, or we go with the inspiration single hit version. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at how this plays out against the boss. Okay, so we use Prepare to Subdue to draw and also buff them. We use Clue Spotted to get this back into our deck. Perfect. Alright, let's have a look at the single target potential of inspiration. For what? How much is it gonna hit? 140% times 2. Alright. Let's see. So it's gonna be 1,000 on 2,000 on 600 on 300. Alright. And then 2,7 on 1,200 on 36 on 336. And 1,5 on 743 on 743. Hey! Hey, people! Huh? Is it that bad? Is it that bad? We just did 12k damage. Can I not copy 4 divine cards if I get the extra stat on a weapon? Yeah, you can't. If you cut 3 basics, you can't. Right? Is it really that bad? What partner in the level 30 special gives the most value in your opinion? Nyx. The support partner. It's alright. Better than last season. I mean, hey, keep in mind we're still in the middle of a boss fight and we haven't boosted our damage by any like crazy margins. Because, see, this is something I talked about a lot back when Yuki still released. This one here is not fixed, right? Morale boosts this damage. Right? Like any damage boost that say damage amount or anything that's not specifically talking about attack cards also boosts Freezing Blade. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, can we draw it again? No. Alright, let's do another one. Because we aren't done with our turn yet. Hey! Hey! 16,000 damage in one turn, turn 2 of Yuki just getting to the first boss? Huh? 16? Not that bad. Yes, also the Godly Hammer. The Godly Hammer would have been it's also 10 points, yeah. Yeah, if you want the arena buffs, either keep one basic or don't take the either keep one basic or don't take arena gear, right? If vulnerable was up, I mean, but where do we get the vulnerable, right? Like, at some point we also have to be a little realistic. That's kind of sexy, don't you think? Look at this. 800%? Where does this buff number come from? Let's do some analyzation here. We have 2 predations. We have the Snow Upon the Heart. We have the Prepare to Subdue. We have a bit of Veracity stacks. We have Resonating Darkness. And look, I told you, right? 160 times 2 instead of 140. So this should be some sweet damage. Yep, 5,500, and keep in mind we would have done a double follow-up for an additional either 700 or 1,500 damage. So that would have been 7k right there. Alright, and now what? Now what? Like, we really kind of want to get a Divine Flash Slash, don't we? If possible. It kind of looks like we're trapped in the 2 cost or higher damage build for now. The only real question, how? Right? Imagine Flash Slash will reduce cost divine. Yep. Something like that could be possible. Hey, draw exhaust card at the start of the turn. That should allow us to always draw the Ray snack time quite early. Not bad. E1 Iceberg, kinda similar to Flash Slash. See, that's what it was before. It was an exact copy of Flash Slash, if you got the version, but now they boosted her multipliers a bit more, to the point that Flash Slash is now better than Iceberg Cleave, but you are still paying 1 additional AP at its base version, right? At its base version, you're still paying extra. Oh, that's sweet. So, let's get the double hitter. Do the Flash Slash. Bye-bye. Alright. You'd be done for a paid banner for a character you're still missing for. Understandable. Hey, increases damage amount of attack cards as a arena item on our ring slot. Not bad. So if we can now get another offensive bonus from the arena for our chess piece slot, that'd be ideal. Alright, let's see. Meditation. We are going to meditate on... I don't know. I kind of really want the Trickery Strike. The skill version. Shit. Alright, I guess we go with the draw version for now. Time for the arena. Yeah, I would expect at some point for us to get something like a wish list, you know? For like getting certain characters. The sooner you unlock your Divine Epiphany and Flash Slash, the sooner we can duplicate it. Nah, this deck is not gonna be a super Divine Flash Slash whatever the hell build. This one's gonna be a bit different. Also, look at how she feasts on the arena due to her having a bunch of arena cards, allowing us to create a bunch of those cards. So yeah, she's pretty good when it comes to clearing the arena. Obviously, most characters are, because it's intended to be like a very approachable, very easy season mechanic. Not a lot of difficulty there. Alright, let's see what kind of card we draw. Alright, bye-bye. Okay, maybe we get something like a Rage Potion? No. Create 1 Pierce each turn. You know what? Ah, but it's on the weapon slot. That's not gonna happen. Okay, final arena buff. What can we get? Do we have new Freezing Blade? We have a double hitting Freezing Blade that's now stronger. But did we get in like an entirely new Freezing Blade? I think we might have. Okay, what do we have here? I think this one is another, yeah, so this one is mistranslated still. It should actually say if owning 33 or less cards increase damage amount, which means we now have 3 absolutely debilitating, absolutely devastating arena buffs that all mainly apply to our cards. So we have 2 cost or higher 25, 30 to attack cards, and 20 to attack cards. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. That is less? Yes, it is. And you did get baited. Yeah, it's less. Don't ask me why. Like, for example, look at these numbers, right? We have 457 on Flash Slash. But we only have plus 40 from Veracity, plus 10 from the order set. Keep in mind the base, right? The base of this is 240. And then our buffs are... I mean, let's actually have a look. Yeah, 457 versus... I mean, it's hard to explain, but basically what others did is they got themselves the 18 version, and they tried it with more than 18. And it didn't work. But then they go below 18 and it did work. Same for like the 33. Am I interested in playing Eugenics? No, I don't like the art style, I think. Alright. Let's, yeah, lose Resonating Darkness here. Get a hit in. How much do we deal? 1-5 on 1-5. Not bad. And then we could just... we could just eat this enemy. Bye-bye. They really need to check the translation? Yeah. They fixed the translation on 18 but not 33? No. 18 should still say 18 or less, no? It's 33 or more, 18 or less, are you sure? Because then this would be garbage again, right? You tested the 33 or more? Ah, great. So basically somebody came in and told me, okay, so the 18 version is actually or less because they tested it. And then they were like, so that makes the 33 better because if one of them is mistranslated, surely the other one of them should be mistranslated as well. But now it's actually, you either have super thin deck or mega thick deck, huh? You don't understand Yuki's ult? So what is it now? Right? But hey, at least the other version was true, right? Either thin or super thick. Okay, I mean... well, I guess our chess piece kinda trash then. Hehe. You think the partners in the battle pass will ever become playable combatants? No, because that would be kind of weird. Because then you could equip a partner with themselves. Don't you think that'd be a little weird, little hard to explain how a partner could like be a combatant that has themselves as their partner? It would be kind of funny, but not really. Skill version. Fuck! Where's the skill version? God damn it. I just want the skill version, man. Alright, what's this? Multiplying form. Alright, let's play Identify the Survivors. Look at who doesn't flash, right? Like, 2 of them turn black, 1 of them stays white. Here it's the middle one. Alright. Now we can get... why is this card so bad? Like, you would assume, seeing as how few people liked the... like, seeing as how few people liked the old Passion set, you would assume that the devs weren't going to do that again. So why are we binding damage of a card to upgrade cards again? Right? I don't like this. I don't like the Bone of Wildfire. It's a weird card. Or weird item, right? Like, what do you mean I get per upgrade card plus 30 for 1 turn? Yo, Diao, what's up? Hey, Infinite Zero. Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's see. Seeing Spore Harvester stings a little now. Spores are still damn good, don't get me wrong. Ooh, Divine. I mean, why not, right? Give me the plus 80 for 1-cost cards. Sure. Any suggestions for a successful Aurea run? 9 Orlea Serenial if you have her. That should definitely increase the chances of you successfully completing a run with Orlea. If that's what you're asking for. How's Shizuru doing? We basically destroyed the tower and the highest damage we did was 53,000 damage in a singular turn. Without any prior stacking by playing the basic attack build. So I'd say she's in a very comfortable spot. When do you think the hotfix for Shizuru's bug will get fixed? What went wrong there now? Right? What went wrong there now? What do you mean the hotfix for the hotfix of the hotfix? Explain. Because Chizuru can finally start gaining stacks again. So, what's broken now? Huh? Come on, give me the skill card, please. Hey! Come on. They make it seem like the skill card doesn't exist. Which debuffs? 30% cannot rest, 2 fortitude, 8 elites. What's the best partner for Yuki? Scarlet or Westmacott? Westmacott. Yeah, all good, all good. They did fix it, yeah. It's yoga, not meditation at this point. Valid. Okay, we're before reset, which means I can be very generous with my EP skill redraw. Come on. Give me Westmacott. Hey, please. Like, I can be generous with them, but not that generous. What, Shizuru's bug? There is no Shizuru bug anymore. Copy? Okay, copy event. Alright. We want to copy the... Yeah, flash slash. That's what I wanted to copy anyway. It's not like the game, you know, made me sweat a little. The only problem is we now do not have a way to do like what I wanted to do, actually, which is a little sad. Because what I actually wanted to do is, oh, let's hope it doesn't do too much damage. Ah, chill. Have you tried the God Chaos runs? Not yet. Not yet. Alright, this should be nice. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the damage, right? So we have the Freezing Blade 2-hitter, whatever it hits, and an Inspired Flash Slash. We didn't get to see the 2-hitter, but we did get to see 3k damage each. Alright. Okay, what do we have here? I want a different Trickery Strike. And I want a different Prepare to Subdue. But I can only get one. Please at least give me the different Trickery Strike, okay? Okay, so we tried to meditate on it 4 times, and it just didn't happen. Oh well. What can you do about it? Alright, so EP skill redraw again. We're going to put this back to where it came from. Then use the buff on one of them. Alright, somebody asked how the Yuki ult works. So, very simple. Yuki does AoE damage, and when you click it, all of your attack cards in hand from Yuki get put back into your deck. Which means you can use this to, for example, you draw a bunch of cards turn 1, none of them have inspiration. You use the ult to put them back into your deck, so you can draw them out of your deck so you can trigger the inspiration. So, don't do that. Alright. Let's find ourselves some more cards to play. Maybe we have some interesting ones. We do not. Alright. Oh, I changed it to the 1-cost version. I should have kept it on the Draw Me 1 version. Oh well. Nothing I can do about that now. So it means we were meant to build 1 AP Nausea after all? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that was my fate all along. After this run, can you please try beating Nebula 9-9 with the Yuki? No. Wanna know why? Because I don't like the deck I've built. I'm not gonna use this Yuki to go into 9 out of 9. How do we do so much damage? Is it that much? Is it really that much? I mean, we're just playing the damn game. Alright, what else? Draw me an attack card. All of them would be quite interesting. We don't have any inspirations. We can't really put them back into our deck. We could, but we then can't draw them again, which is annoying. Alright, whatever. Go, Yuki! Hey, 2-2. On 2-2. On 159 on 350? Oh, it's because, look, he has fortitude negative 80. No wonder our fucking follow-up attacks are doing no damage if they're reduced by 80%. Ay, ay, ay. Like, here, look at this at the top. We're doing, okay, now it's, no, wait. It should actually show itself reduced. I guess we're doing no damage because he's invulnerable. Duh. But yeah, our multiplier of 160 actually gets reduced back down to 80. Due to us not really being able to hurt the guy. With those. Alright, what else do we have here? Sure. Use the basics. Why not? I don't care. Did you try Spolea plus 9 Hue Flash? You can potentially use Hue 3 times per turn. I mean, there's better ways to do that, right? There's better ways to do that than use it. And also, why 3 times per turn? This sounds a little low. Let me do some calculations in my head. Okay, so you get 2, you get 1, that's 1 cost reduction. You duplicate it, you get 3, so that's 3 cost reduction, that's 1. Then you duplicate that again, that's 2, so that's again 1 down to 1 cost. And then you duplicate it for the final time, and then you get 6, so that's 5. I don't know, I feel like you should be doing more than 3. Alright, how much do you want to hit us for? 406 times XYZ. Great. What do we do against this? Ah, there we go. Bye-bye. Is Massacre on the 9 the best Epiphany damage-wise? AoE, yes. Otherwise, no. Cat Lady being an evasion unit would be crazy work. Are we doing another Flash Slash? I mean, what the hell is this deck? Right? Like, what the hell is this deck? Okay, let's see if the Godly Hammer is fun. Yep, that's kind of worthless. Okay, 140 out of 180. Okay. Is 9 better than Yuki for AoE? Depends on how many hues you can play a turn. Isn't Wade Thorn mistranslated? Is it good on Yuki? No, they changed the mistranslation, but that still doesn't make it better. It just means that if we do not play a damaging card for 1 turn, the next turn we get 50% multiplier, right? It's just, if we don't do damage for 1 turn, then at the start of the next turn we get a damage boost. It's okay. So what's this deck? 4 Flash Slashes with 20%. So we have the wrong Trickery Strike, we have the wrong Prepared to Subdue, we do not have a Divine Flash Slash. It's a sad deck. If you wanna build the Flash, if you wanna beat 9 out of 9 with Yuki, it's definitely possible. And what kind of deck does she require? Preferably a single target focused one. But yeah, let's see if we can get ourselves another tier 15 so we can do another run. Because this run ended up being a nothing burger. And now that we have, like, just a deck, negative credits and elite, hell no. Now that we have a deck, I can quit confidently earlier the moment we don't hit what I'm looking... Sorry. The moment we don't hit what I'm looking for. Because we don't have infinite time in the world, do we? Ah! Oh, shit. I need to stop clicking so fast. Okay, next... I don't want negative credits. Fuck. Fuck. Luckily, they had both the 40% elite bonus. So it's not that bad that we skipped them. Come on. Discard one card, -50 and Tyrant 3? No. -70 Gangrene, discard and harden? No. Fuck. Surely that was a bad map, surely. Let me actually sit down. After skipping 5 15s, yep. Alright, what's this? -70 discard 1, 40% cannot rest. Yeah, no. There we go. Discard 1, 8 elites, 2 fortitude, cannot rest, no negative credits, no tyranny. We should be good. All tier 15s are bad. Some of them are less bad. Right? Like, that's just the entire thing. Some of them are just less bad. When doing your runs, do you only focus on one character? You'll know by the first boss who you focus on. Right? Like, usually by boss 1, you should be sure. Right? The moment you get into boss 1, you know who you're focusing on for the run. Could I show you Ray decks? I mean, Ray, you want to get as many upgrade cards as possible that you'd play out, and then you want some impact for snack times. If you're looking to like set up your turn, ooh, rare identified areas appear more frequently. That's very tempting. So, yeah, where was I? Right? I was yapping about something very crucial. Shit. We can make a way up. So, what I wanted to say was, what was the question? Oh yeah, Ray, right? So if you want a good turn 1 impact, then you want something like a divine 1 AP, 1 additional draw snack time. So you can just draw a bunch of cards turn 1 and they also exhaust themselves, meaning you don't have to draw a lot of Ray cards. And then also you make the decision, right? You either go with the retain version of Strike at Darkness, or you cut it out if it doesn't benefit your deck. Like basically if you're not playing Mei-Lin or Shizuru basic attack build, Strike at Darkness usually gets cut. But in general, you also don't really play Ray together with units that have high base multipliers, rather more with like multi-hitters or units that really benefit a lot from, let's say, an additional plus 80 from morale. Mei-Lin when? Good question. Was he bugged this whole time? No, she got bugged early Tuesday and fixed early Thursday, so it 48 hours. Which isn't too outrageous. Do you think cutting Shadow of the Moon from the deck is better for Shizuru ME2? I don't really know what the point of that would be, right? Like, I really can't tell you an advantage. Like, in my mind, I can't really think of an advantage that is gained from cutting Shadow of the Moon at all, right? Like, sure, it doesn't cost you any save data to do so, but right? Like, what's the point? It's gonna fuse together in your draw pile anyway, allowing you to get higher stacked Shadow of the Moons. So, you know, what changed? Homing laser AP, but with basic effect is good to continue and copy. Yeah, why not? To get a purple equipment from the boss, do I need an upgrade on Zero System or is it pure RNG? You can only get purple equipment from 3 places. Cthulhu, events, and the final boss. Yeah. And yeah, final boss is RNG, but the events and Cthulhu guarantee them, right? Like there's a quest line where you can get a purple ring. There is you encountering the rare copy event that gives you the purple weapon. And then on the boss, yeah, it's RNG what kind of purple equipment you get. Either you get the cloak, the egg, or the mask, where the mask is the most desirable. There are no purple weapons that the final boss can drop, but the final boss could drop you something like the dagger that tricked the shadow, which gives you plus 12% crit damage. Someone said Aishlin be looking thick in Chaos Camp. Can someone confirm? You can test it out yourself. You take... No, you can't. I got her. We can check it out at some point. I got her today with my Battle Pass choosing ticket. So we will be able to confirm if she is or isn't as caked. For science. We would like a Mei Lin stream next if possible. I don't know, for the most part Mei Lin at the moment, she's kind of a solved formula. I don't think anything too crazy changed. She also is always just a very solid option because you don't cut her basics, giving her more save data space. So you would still try to chase the same Mei Lin deck, but you can implement arena buffs into it. Do I dislike Mei Lin? No. Who would you recommend with her these days? It's still Veronica. So I'd probably say Veronica Ray or Veronica Nage. I don't hate Mei Lin, shut up. I just never had a reason to build her. Especially early when resources were tight and I couldn't afford to just build everybody. We're using the old order set and crit damage 2-piece. That's what we're using on Yuki. What is the Yuki build we're going for? I want a Divine Flash Slash. Yeah, I don't think there's much more to it at the moment. But I want a Divine Flash Slash and I want to use the new Epiphany for... I want to use the new Epiphany for the Flickering Strike. Is that what it's called? Yeah, a Trickery Strike. I want the new Trickery Strike Epiphany. Alright, let's see what kind of arena buffs we can get. Does the new Void set become a must for Shizuru's 2-2-2 stay king? 2-2-2 was never king. The only reason why 2-2 is in the conversation is because it's easier to get and applicable to more characters. But at the peak, 2-2 was never king. You haven't really saw, you didn't really see many Meilin one-shot videos. I mean, she can still do it. It's just, you should mainly focus on making her basic attack stronger, rather than that final Dragon Spire kick. And that is because the Dragon Spire kick usually gets hit with the elasticity nerf, right? Like the fact that damage past 7 hits becomes weaker, right? What's best for Renoa instead of a 2-2-2? 4-piece Conqueror and 2-piece crit damage. Because Renoa, the Conqueror set, 35% crit damage should work for Renoa discarded bullets, I think. And even if it isn't, you can probably still make her Void set work. I don't know. That should be... No, that should be the options. Let's see, damage buff. 18 or less. Or we go with the 15 crit chance. The problem is the 15% crit chance here only goes for the attack card, right? It works now? Yeah, see, it should. What's the best for Shizuru? New Void set. Is Isaiah not worth it anymore? No, I'd still consider her worth it. We have to see. The problem is they're only making any like changes or whatnot on the 25th, which is a weird fucking move if you ask me. Why make the changes to how she works when her banner leaves? Very suspicious. Alright, what set are people using for Magnus? Anything insane or can just throw them whatever? Defense 2-piece. I mean, it depends. But I mean, you definitely want defense 2-piece, crit damage 2-piece, so that you get the max damage out of counters. Is there a force set that would work for her? Not really. I guess Magna is a bit of a special case. There's no dedicated counter set at the moment. Wait, Rin has gained Dark Mist stance as a stand-in, or is it still E4? No, but she still, like, she gains Dark Mist stance out of so many more sources. Right? Okay, at the start of the battle of owning 18 or less. Will we own 18 or less? Let's go with the vulnerable. Oh yeah, you know what? We should probably try to get belligerence on her, no? We should probably try to get a belligerence card from shop. The new set is Order Slash Justice. It's only for exhaust-based attack cards. Alright, this should be good damage. What Naja set am I using? If enemy is broken, right? If tenacity bar is depleted 50% with 2-piece crit damage. Is there a guide on what battle/random events to pick during the Chaos Run? I make one later today. Let me look at the clock. Yeah, it's still possible. Alright, big damage. Light work. Just curious, why am I using Ray on this team over like Veronica or something? Heals on attacks, heals on attack cards, card draw, and 1 cost card damage boosts. And also damage boosts to like cards. I don't know, it's pretty fucking good. I would have wondered if you, like, the real question is why are you using Naja? Because that synergy isn't as obvious. Huh? Hey, it's the Tweaker. He should give us a nice arena perk. Let's see what we get. When drawing an exhaust card of this unit through an ally ability, activate immediately. Oh. Alright, maybe we get belligerence here. Nope. Okay, so I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to get the Divine Choosing event. This next event. I have a sneaking suspicion the next event is going to be Divine Choice. Yeah. Call me crazy, but that's what I think it's going to be. It could also just be normal Divine. But I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling for Divine Choice event. We don't really gain shield, but we could gain ourselves shield. Oh well. So, Divine Choice event. Don't disappoint me now. Nice and simple. Light work. Light work is what they call this. So, Flash / Divine Epiphany. What am I looking for? Give me, I don't know, give me damage or give me cost reduction. Yeah, that'd be great. We could get vulnerability from something like a belligerence neutral. Alright, let's see what we get. Always attack weakness. W or garbage? Not very useful if we're fighting order enemies. Pretty good if we're fighting something else. W but not huge. Alright, we'll take it for now. Okay, we can re-epiphany it. What are the odds that it turns divine again? I don't know. But I'll take my chances. Oh well. Okay, do we stick with it? I mean, the single target one, it is slightly tempting. I still don't know how to feel about the 2 cost, 0 cost version. And I don't like that the rightmost one doesn't have inspiration. Alright, can we get a belligerence? No. Okay. Alright, can we get an epiphany before this boss? That'd be great. How late is it? Oh, we are past reset. So I now need to be careful. I now need to be careful with my time slot thingies. Alright. $800? Oh no. Not the 800. We're not even fighting against somebody with an HP multiplier. Oh no, no. Okay, what do we have here? 80 of one cost, one morale, 60 of one cost. I mean, this thing is basically the same thing, but this at least applies to 2 cost as well. So we go with the 1 morale. Alright, give me more. And let's get rid of this annoying debuff. Yeah, they don't really give us a lot of draw each turn, do they? Alright, nice. So we get out of this one. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we will be able to use all of the... So this should not be too bad. Good stuff. Yuki is bad. I don't have Yuki. Light work. Light work hating. The real question here is, how do we afford? How do we afford these flash slashes at 2 cost? Alright. We have the arena again. Is this a run worth completing? I don't know. Damage is bad, I don't have damage. Reasonable. How long does it take to grind to get the choose duplicate? I feel like it's still really far away. You can get it super early. You need to reset your entire tree and then only invest into the last one. So if you reset your tree, you keep your unlocked categories and then you can reset it again to like select. So you can get it right now if you reset your entire tree everywhere and then only invest into the last category. And then you can just re-enable it after. Bottomless hunger with 2 AP decrease, and maybe like an AP epiphany, yeah. Or just get good and fill your tree. What do you mean just get good? There's a difference between getting good and having a stupid amount of time on your hand, right? Like the only reason why my tree is maxed out is not because I'm good, okay, partly, but clearly it's mainly due to me having an overabundance of runs. So skill tree would change each season? No, we haven't even gotten the skill trees yet. You know what the crazy part is? Midway through the season, we're still getting skill trees. Like, you haven't even seen the skill trees yet. What you've seen is the upgrade system, but that's separate from the skill trees. Now that they nerf you can still use Sporlea to clear hard content. Like, don't get it twisted. Are 4 growing creatures in an Olea deck too many? Might be 1 above the optimal now. You would preferably like to get 3, but hey, it is what it is. What can you do about it? I don't have any fear. I discard my fear. I exhaust my fear. I do not fear. I do not fear Cthulhu. Never did and never will. What should you use the Chaos Selection chest on? Don't pick the blue orbs. Pick the Crystal of Discord, whatever the fuck currency instead. Alright. Chizuru weapon. Give me Cthulhu weapon. Pew pew. Pew pew. Come on. There we go. Nice and simple. As you always refer to it, it's just 1 in 6 people It's not that hard. Do you think Spolea is going to be meta in Rift? We don't even know what the Rift does. It's possible, but I think it's unlikely. Okay, what is this? Assault boots. With damage of 2 cost or higher attack cards. Thank you. Thank you. Why not? And then we can get our 3rd arena buff by just going into the arena. Easy. Rev, do something. The Glocker Discord. That is exactly what it is. You don't fear him either, but it doesn't prevent him from killing you. That's very true, but that just means you're silly. Like, you should fear death. Because death is the end of your run. So you should fear Cthulhu if he regularly kills you, no? Like, by extension. You still haven't been able to get that 1 AP starter turn homing laser? Yeah, but that's one very specific Epiphany with a very specific divine. It's not something you just magically gain. You would have to go in and play the first part of a fight until the first boss over and over and over and over again in one run. It will work and then you're done. Right? You can't just expect it to just fall out of heaven just because that's what you need, right? Alright, the full impact of our flash slash. Let's go. Oh well. Hey, shield blast. They roasted Yuki so hard she basically a 4-star. That's crazy. That is very crazy, very silly. But I can see where you might be coming from. Will you ever do a tower guide? I could do a very simple build that's nice and easy, that clears it very comfortable. It consists of no divines, a 9, a Kalib, and a support of your choice. And it is very easy. Alright, what do we have here? When a 3 cost or higher card is activated, we don't have any 3 cost cards. If owning 33 or more cards, that's doubtful. We'd need very thick decks. We'd need very thick decks to get over 33. So I guess it's not worth the points. Not that I really think we're gonna go above the point limit, but you never know, right? You never know. Where are our epiphanies? Like, look. It's great and all that we have flash slash divine. But I'm counting 1, 2, 3 unepiphanied cards. That can't be correct. Do I need 4 Tsukyomi on Shizuru? The Epiphany is the add 2 hits? No. You want a 3-2 split, preferably 3 Onis, 2 Tsukyomis. And if that's not possible, 3 Tsukyomis, 2 Onis would also do the job. What is API rate? They buffed Epiphany rate by a lot. Like, even though it might not seem like it to you, they did. They did buff Epiphany rates by a bit. And also in the skill tree, there's just, I don't know, sometimes there's just some runs that are just a little off. Huh? Yuki ate the epiphanies. No, she did not eat them. She got one epiphany. And then... yeah. Exactly. She got one epiphany. So how dare she eat my epiphanies? You know what I mean? Like, it's not fair. Alright, let's do double fight question mark. Alright, let's get rid of the debuff. Get this in. Epiphanies are not real? Damn, that's crazy. Are they not? Huh. You know, I always thought epiphanies were a little weird. Right? But now that I know that they aren't real, it all starts to make a lot more sense. Yeah. Now that you told me the truth, I finally see the light. Okay, give me Divine Epiphany to a selected card. I want... what do I even want Divine? I don't really want this Divine. So I'm going to pick the card where I care about a Divine the least. And that is Freezing Blade. And it's going to give me an awful Divine so I can pick a standard version. See? It's an awful fucking Divine, which allows me to pick the standard version. Genius. How would you buff Yuki so she already feels like a 5-star. Like the most important part is, don't take Yuki in a fight that's one-on-one and expect her to perform like a single target character. I mean, look, bring her somewhere like this, do this, and then, I don't know, right? Like 13,000 damage with one card, huh? That's just how an AoE character works. We need that Freezing Blade animation card. No, I'm very happy with what I picked. Not quite, right? It does have its benefits. Right, let's be real here. There is a certain appeal. There's a certain appeal to Freezing Blade. I'm just not quite able to put it into words. Bro, I'm saying the things before I do them so that my hidden death in the basement can make sure they happen. Did I make it too obvious? Like, was I trying too hard? Is it now like, is the secret out? You got every Yuki fashion card. That's dedication. That is dedication. No way in hell are y'all just complaining about Yuki. Oh no. Hey, copy event. So copy event should be the Divine. Right? There we go. What is our save data looking like? 120. Ah, yeah, it's because we keep in a basic. Right? Yeah, because we still have a basic in. I need some epiphanies! Please! What the fuck? Where are my epiphanies? It's getting a little tight. It is getting a little tight out here. Wow. None of that stuff just crit. Not a single attack. That's something. Why keep the second over the first? Cause for now we're running the first one barely does any damage and the second one actually hits like a truck, cause the 30% multiplier it has is you could think of it as like a final damage multiplier. Where's my belligerence? Okay, no belligerence for me. Is there anything I can meditate on? Anything I want to meditate on? We got the freezing blade. We got these epiphanies. None of them are here. Okay, what does training give me? Nothing. Ah, shit. Oh no, I would say 3. I feel like we're about to see 3 mental breakdowns, and that's going to be not that good. Yeah. Especially not against this guy. See, there's the second one. Okay, Yuki should be back though. Is it even worth attacking him? No. When taking, yeah, it's not worth it. All right. But if we don't attack him, how are we going to kill him, right? This is a very mysterious question. Very, very nebulous. How do we kill him if we don't hit him? Welcome back. Alright, we take that AP gladly. So that we can now use the partner skill to get rid of one of these fuckers. To draw me some more. Okay, this should be good. Solid performance. Alright. Where are my epiphanies? God damn it. We have one more fight. Please. Please give me one epiphany for Yuki. What the fuck? Some bullshit. So we also can't re-epiphany anything useful. Okay, we can get a divine epiphany here. Divine epiphany we're taking is going to be... The divine epiphany we're taking is going to be prepared to subdue. Luckily, it's the worst fucking epiphany in the game, which means we can easily take the double draw on inspiration. So now, do we need to meditate one more time? Not really. So we want to copy prepare to subdue. We need an epiphany on trickery strike, but there's nothing much I can do about it. We cannot take rapid slash, even if I wanted to. We cannot take it out, otherwise we go over the limit. And I still can fit in. I still can fit in a belligerence if the game decides to give it to me. No belligerence. No, we can actually. We can in fact remove Rapid Slash. We just aren't allowed to copy the Divine, which we never intended to in the first place. It's just very important that we get the draw card, right? That we get the draw card instead. But you know what's even more important is that we beat this run. Because if we don't, that wouldn't be too good. So give me 1 AP. So that we can get the upgrade card out of the way. Okay, snack time. I want you to exhaust... Ah shit, all of them are kinda high value. I want you to exhaust voluntary control. Freezing Blade comes in. And then Shackles of Hunger. Right here. We are still not getting an Epiphany, are we? Oh, that's horrid. Do I really need to use a flash of potential? Hey, Francis and Imodurix, appreciate the follows. Thank you very much. Do I really need to use a flash of potential on this deck? Bah. Disgusting. Disgusting. Alright. Let's put this back into the deck, get it back out, draw another card. Very useful. But look at this. With the power of trickery, we can now move them back into our deck. So we can draw them uninspired next turn. You've never seen such a smart plan before. We still did good damage. Can Flash give an Epiphany? No, it can give an Epiphany if a card doesn't have any. Okay, we're trolling a little bit. Do I bet everything on the next turn, or do I rather... Okay, no, I'm not gonna bet everything on the next turn. Which is why we use Dark Condensation here on Flash Slash, so that it deals more damage. There we go. Okay, now we need to do 2,500 damage in one turn. It's gonna be a little close, people. Okay. So, what kind of attack card can we draw? This is probably gonna kill us. Any of these two should be fine. Alright, we live to see another day. We probably would have won. Okay, there we go. GG, right? Light work. So yeah, need help with the overwhelmed strength achievement without 9? What is it? What does it do? What do you need to do? I don't know how the achievement works. I don't remember it from memory. Draw card, please. Thank you. We can't afford the godly buff, huh? Fuck. You know what? I was always a little ballsy. So how about we risk it all and see what we end up with? We're going to take the God's Hammer to get one more buff to go above the 180 limit to see what the game decides to either give us back or take away. Oh, this was so worth it. Oh, this was so worth it. Yes! Yes! When a card is exhausted, tenacity damage to all enemies. Wow, I can think of 0 exhaust cards on my Yuki. Yes! Perfect! Fantastic! Alright, let's see what they do to our deck. Ouch! They didn't just take away an Epiphany, they took away the entire card. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, ouch. That hurts. Totally worth it, yeah. Totally worth it. I agree. You know, this was actually decently close. This was decently close to my dream Yuki deck. Oh, another tier 15. Negative 50 credits at 8, discard 1. It's okay. So, what I wanted instead is like, I want some value Epiphany on Flash Slash. Which, I mean, we did get a value Epiphany, but not as useful. I mean, maybe even a bit more. It's hard to say, right? But I wanted the the Trickery Strike Epiphany, the skill card one, the new one. But besides that, I think we were close to perfect. Yeah, because we got 2 copies of the Draw 2 version with Inspiration. We got the 2-hit single target version, which is good. Yeah, we were pretty close. They gave us 1 more remanifestation. They did do that. Okay, that's some fucked up pathing. But the way I see this, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, then up here, down, 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 so that we can get into the arena. My hope is that we can find an Epiphany-worthy card before we get to the question, before we get to the camp, making the camp not as useless. That's my hope. Is there a way to copy a basic event? Yes, on any of the standard planets, you should always be able to copy one. Or if you're doing Lab 0 or Burning Life, you need to find the rare version of the copy event, which allows you to copy any card instead of giving you rare or higher copy target. Is 9 a good character? Yes, she's awesome. What's the lowest crit rate Luke can go? You want him preferably at 50... With or without partner? With partner 41, without partner 50. I'm talking about either Sarathea or preferably Janet. So I guess you could say 41. Start playing this game a week ago. I'm focusing on leveling her up. Nice. Good idea. She should be your main carry, and she should be able to do anything you would expect of her to do for your account. No trouble. Alright. Yeah, Westmacott upgrade, very sweet. Big fan. I can't complete 9 out of 9 distortion, 20 spore stack mission, it's too hard. It's not impossible, because you now get 5% per stack. Just build yourself an Orlea that can generate a lot of spores. You're leveling her up and Rin too? Uh-huh. You should also level some supports. Have I played every combatant in the game now? I mean, yeah. The question is if you count since release of the game and if you count my main account, right? Like, is it like everything or is it just my main account? Because if you're wondering about just my main account and just off release of the game, then I have not played Hugo yet. What memory fragment should you put on Selena? The passion set. Oh, Cthulhu early. So, the passion set or just a two-piece. Yeah, either passion set or two-piece. Those are, I think, your main options. The tricky part is the damage. I'm trying to do it without 9, say with barrel. Now, it might not be as easy anymore with the spore nerfs, but you can just retain, like, just build a similar deck to 9. Build a 3-card barrel deck and just retain a charged shot until you have enough damage to one-shot the guy. Yeah. If we're still talking about the spore mission, right? I was trying to clean 9-9 with Chizuru, Naja, and Cass. What Chizuru build should I do? Probably basic attack Chizuru. Like, if you can, build basic attack Chizuru. If you can't, and you're forced to play stacking Chizuru, make sure that you use less of the +2 and more of the by 100% or plus 100%. So get more Oni hunts than you get the other card. Yeah, throw an unlimited firepower to either get shit or thin the deck even more, especially especially if you can get it in its upgrade version. Is Tina Biss for Hugo? I got her while pulling randomly. She should be now. Before the changes that like buffed 5-star partners across the board, she wasn't as crazy, but yeah, by now she should be best choice. They nerfed Spore to 20 stacks and 5% increase. I mean, yeah, now you can't do 550% more increase, but don't underestimate the 100% multiplicative to final damage amount. Spores are still good. Damn, this Cthulhu is taking ages, isn't he? What units work well? See, the fun part is opening found barrel works the most solid alone, on her own. Like, she does not need teammates. But if you wanna make something happen, I don't know, bring fuck if I know, Olea to like get more spores so that you get more damage. Bring, I don't know, any retain cards, bring a healer, I don't know. Or Shizuru's best team, Shiz, Ray, Naja. Or at least for the basic attack version, definitely. Yeah, I mean, he's asking if you like could further push the damage past what it already is, right? All right, belligerence? No, okay. Would the passion set buff Selena mark damage? No. I don't think it would. At least it doesn't make sense if it were to. Because it's specifically talking about damage amount of passion cards. Which is why I mentioned the 2-piece, right? Do I restart my run if it is not going well before first boss? Yeah. Like usually I know by the first boss if I want to complete the run or not. And especially if you if you're divine hunting, it doesn't make sense going past the first boss, because how are you gonna get 4 copies of a divine if you don't have the divine by the first time you copy? Right? That's just how simple it is. Shizuku, Yuki or Rin, who's best? I don't know. Hard to say. Like, it depends on where you want to take him, how much you've invested into them, how much you've built them, yada yada. But I guess you could say at least Yuki and Rin and Shizuru are a bit of a step above Yuki. When it comes to single target, no brainer. But the same is also true in reverse. Yuki is gonna demolish Rin or Shizuru when it comes to AoE content, right? Alright, what's this? Morale. Okay. Look, feels like spores only add funny numbers to 9. Yeah, 9 does not need, right? 9 doesn't need spores to be good. Could you show your Yuki stats? Close your eyes. How much damage should a Serenia deal to be considered well built? I mean, a solo Serenia should be able to do anywhere from 15 to like 25k damage a turn. Yeah. Ray 0 deck plus Barrier Spore plus any 0 deck is still all easy now because boss nerfs Spore layer. Yeah, 999, yeah. Keep in mind my stats here, especially attack, defense, HP, are buffed by a maxed out upgrade system, right? Converting cards feels bad, now 40 points is insane. That's why you convert into a useful card, right? If you want to convert, you better be sure you want to convert it into a card that you want to use. Right? Convert events are like, you can get a neutral card without having to actually pay any currency to get a removal. Because you get a removal and a neutral card in one. You pay 20 for the removal, 20 for the neutral card, so you better like the neutral card that you're getting yourself. Is it possible to get 70 to 100? Yes. Either by getting the most ungodly overpowered gear in the entire game, or by playing Rin. Rin can get 70 to 100 rather easily. What memory fragments were you running? Old order 4-piece and 2-piece crit damage. Deck building is so much fun this season, but seasonal card is so boring. It's just spores. No, there's some other very interesting cards outside of spores. Like, for example, have you thought about getting Blue Lumen into your into like a teammate's deck to use the blue lumen to exhaust something like a, for example, basic card on your main DPS. If you, let's say, had to keep in a basic to stay under the save data limit. Like, just get the blue lumen on a teammate that's not as tight on save data, and then use the blue lumen to exhaust your main DPS's basics. Right? You want to try Force of Hunger with Kayron? Has potential. Exactly, the stacking crit card as well. Do we still farm World 8 for max efficiency? Yes, unless you're suicidal and you want to make things difficult for the sake of making them difficult, you do. Blue Lumen wouldn't exhaust cards today. Yeah, see, then again, why would I run any Lumens? Right? It's been a while. I think since day 2 I haven't picked up any of the Lumens anymore. And now I just recently tried to like think about a reason why I picked them. So why would I pick them? Right? Like, unless I want to do like a what? Turn 1 setup, why would I pick up any of the Lumens? Outside of the Onyx ones, right? Outside of the draw version. You could only think of the blue ones to exhaust the yeah, that could work, I guess. Have you tried Tressa and Cass? Tressa and Cass are definitely different, yes. But I haven't personally yet sat down and tried to figure out what I want to do with the characters yet. But I feel like I'm probably gonna build like a Tressa that is using a bunch of triggering agony cards. So I kind of want to find a way to apply 20 stacks of agony, then trigger them to reduce them to 10, and then apply them again to go back to 20, then reduce them again, and then go back up. For a song with exhaust cards with Owen makes Kayron do damage quicker. Yeah, I mean, also, the Forest of Hunger Kayron seems like a very AP efficient way to play the damn game. Like, Forest of Hunger Kayron, if you don't have E3 or if you don't have partner, then that seems like a very legit build. Would a Shizuru basic attack team need the exact decks I have? No. There's a lot of things you can twist and turns elsewhere, but the most important part is obviously you get the base. Like, there's only 2 core epiphanies you need. You need the basic attack epiphany on Chizuru, the one that summons basic attacks, the Oni Hunt. What do we get here? How am I, how did I, how is it, how are the, I already have this. How do I hit this again? I already have a deck like this. How do I get it again? Like, I already have a 4-copy voluntary control 2 draw each deck. Like, I already have this. But this time transform one, you know, that was kind of my exact thoughts. Maybe I should take this and transform one of them in the basic one, so I could run this alongside of my Shizuru build. And then to finish things off, I'd probably kick Ray and use Veronica with a 1 AP repose. Just so I have like infinite draw, you know? It depends, right? Preferably, you want to be able to play all 4 Chizuru cards every single turn, but you absolutely don't have to for it to perform well. Right? Like, sure, your end goal would be to play as many basics as you can, but it doesn't mean you need to. Belligerence? No. No epiphanies on Yuki, huh? None at all? Kinda crazy. You just run Naja, Veronica, Shizuru. Hey, I mean, helps, yeah? But you should have a higher damage ceiling, obviously, if you can, like, play out everything, you know? That's just how it usually goes when you play everything. Didn't remove a Naja card. I would be able to remove the remaining 3 at any point in time if I feel like it. With a couple events and whatnot in the interior. But also, I don't really feel like doing this run. Right? Like, I don't really want to do it. Yes, Yuki time. Yeah, so far we haven't yet to get anything super crazy for Yuki. We also ruined the perfectly fine build because of greed. What other things did I achieve on my Yuki that are noteworthy today? So I ruined the deck because of greed. We have yet to find a crazy deck. I haven't hit the... Like, there's one Epiphany on Yuki I really want to play around with. And it's the per inspiration usage. Trigger extra attacks on Flickering Strike. And we haven't found this damn card a single time. Do I have anything else to report? Not really. A lot more failed chaos runs this season, trying unorthodox teams and then getting mad. But yeah, no, I'll be real with you here. I don't want to complete this run. I know I should. Because this Naja deck has a lot of fucking potential. We even got ourselves the Bellissimo turn 1 Mega Glaze Cthulhu starter item. Right? But... I don't want to finish this run. Like, I know I should. I don't know, I might do it off stream. Because I'm getting a little hungry. What if Naja hits 1 AP? Will I stay? No, because that means I won't be able to build the deck no more. If Naja hits 1 AP, like the only way for me to hit 1 AP would be here. Bottomless Hunger, next 2 times, Veracities activate, decrease cost of 1, gain 1 AP. Could Naja, Hugo, Shizuru work? Yeah, why not? Yuki's your favorite character, so we wait for a super build. Makes sense, makes sense. But no, I'm hungry. I need to get myself some food. I need to figure out if I want to do another video today, or if I not. Yeah, I think we're done here. I might just finish the run off stream. I probably will. I probably should as well. Yeah. Exactly, it's mealtime. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. We definitely crossed Shizuru off the list. Keiron, Yuki, Selena. I think those are our next targets. Keiron, Yuki, Selena are our next targets on the list. And yeah. Alright. Thank you all so much. Peace.